What's up, guys? We're here for episode 39.
Jesus.
That sounds right.
38.
38.
I think it's 38.
38. We think it's 38.
Oh, you
Episode
actually
38.
are counting now? I thought you just made it up every time.
No, we're actually counting.
This is drinking on a diet, for those of you that wondering.
As he pours half a gallon into the cup.
There's a lot of ice in there.
Yeah, it's all
Allegedly.
ice. Today we're talking about, generally speaking, turbochargers, but the main focus of today was actually to answer you guys' question. So there's already actually quite a few questions in the chat.
If you could keep them like halfway serious.
Yeah.
don't-
We want to
don't
get into
expect it
some
to be
technical
boring.
stuff, so feel free to ask your questions here. Jason Widowson likes your cup.
Oh yeah, this is a gift from Jason Widowson.
But yeah, if you guys
I
keep
use
your questions
it
coming,
every single day.
we will try to do as many questions as we can, and we'll just fill in our usual banter and talk when we have free time. So
Oh, can they even read the back of it? Think they can see that in the camera, Eric?
Oh,
you're gonna have
says,
to read
says
it.
grab a lame boy.
that's appropriate.
All right, we ready for intros? Everyone knows me. I'm Trevor.
Well, that's strong. I'm Al.
I'm Kyle.
Typical. Kyle, we don't see much on the podcast here, but he's our slingshot driver. So if you own a slingshot, you know who Kyle is. If you don't, you might not.
Go with not one person watching this podcast.
They might have gotten an email from you and not noticed.
Oh, there's been some in the past.
Like, that's that asshole.
We got Eric behind the camera, and seat to my right here might be a Ryan Derrick if he can get off the phone for a couple seconds. We were slammed today, so he's
not
trying to
gonna
wrap
go well.
up there.
And you
Just
can
take a
finally
take a big
probably hear
chug
me
and
like a
then
normal
pour some more
person
in.
behind the camera because we've got a nice microphone up in this bitch.
Man up.
I'm only here to field questions, though, so I'm not going to be providing a lot of commentary.
You can provide your opinion of what you think the question's answer should be.
There you go.
M90 LSJ swap. Now, we just had someone send some Facebook messages about that. It was tried years ago, and the power difference between that and the M62 was so small that it was not worth the cost of making the adapter plates, finding a good condition blower, and doing all the work to it. You were just better off doing a TVS. Now, Harrop has stopped making the TVS, I think, twice already, but they've been able to get them going again. I'm not a fan of the
You
blower.
sound like you don't have much to say about that.
I'm sorry, I just can't. I like the M62. If I'm going to have a supercharged LSJ, it's going to be an M62 because they're punchy and fun. They're great to drive around town. No, you're not going to lay down insane dyno numbers, but they're really fun cars. I've said it 100 times. If I had a second Ion as a daily driver, it would be on an M62 with probably like 2.8 pulley and E85. It's a nice, simple setup.
That's my favorite. One of my favorite setups that we have here is like a stage 3 LSJ on E85.
Yeah,
They're just it's a shitload of fun, and they're a blast to drive.
like that's like every high schooler's dream car right there. It's like
Yeah.
perfect.
Pretty much.
That and I mean they're aging, so they're super affordable at this
Yeah.
point.
Did you watch that Donut Media video of cars to buy now before the price goes up?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, the Ion don't bother because it's going to stay cheap forever.
Oh, they actually called it out and said that?
They did.
It's got plastic panels. It
They
will never
had a
be
lot
worth
of bad
anything.
things to say about it, and we're making fun of all the Saturn fanboys, and I'm sitting there like, I'm a fanboy. They're not wrong.
Let's get into that more. What were they talking shit about?
They tried to make it look like a Lamborghini, but didn't even come close. And it makes a whopping 200 horsepower.
I hope that was what the guy intended when he designed
I hope
that.
so,
He
too.
sat down and GM's like, yeah, it has to be like a shitbox, but make it look like
But
a
a
Lamborghini.
cool looking shitbox. I don't know. I mean, when I first got into the Ion, I didn't think, oh, wow, that's the coolest car I've ever seen. It's just my cousin had one. It was bone stock, and it was fun.
I was
Like,
actually
oh, cool.
wondering this the other day. What was the like new MSRP The Cobalt was more, I think I remember. But what was
I
the
have
gap?
no idea.
You don't know?
Nope.
I wondered if they started out the same or if Vion's just always been cheaper.
There's one guy asking about have we considered making a billet coolant reservoir for the Sonics, or at least a coolant outlet that always breaks. I've actually been seeing a lot of that being talked about in the Sonic Facebook groups and all the,
Yeah.
the Gamma groups in general.
Didn't Tyler just break one of those? Like yesterday?
Oh yeah, I think he did. There's the coolant next to the tube brake are pretty cheap, so we didn't really bother looking into making the aluminum one.
Yeah, you can still get them new OEM and everything.
Yeah,
So.
and I hear people breaking them all the time, but we have like 16 Sonics in our fleet, and we've broken one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if people are like using it as a handle to shake the engine around or what.
That's how you test your motor mounts. You grab that.
Grab that, pull it over.
Yeah, Jeff. The Speedway right across the street from ZZP was out of Corona. Real sad times. I don't know.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were out of pretty much anything.
I don't know what's
Anything that
going
you would-
on this weekend
anything
that I
you would have
missed, but
realistically wanted for a Friday night, they were out of it. Anyway,
All right. We got some of those questions that were from earlier, Eric.
I do.
Yeah.
We got a fella here on
Start
Facebook.
throwing 'em at
I'm
us.
not really gonna take a stab at how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry, but he wants to know your thoughts on doing an M90 LSJ swap.
We already talked about that. Where were you?
Yep.
we just
Oh,
talked
is that
about
what you were
that. That was the
talking
first
about?
thing we
Mhm.
talked
That was the
about.
first thing.
I blacked out. I'm sorry.
M62 is fine.
Eric started drinking at
M90
lunch.
Isn't worth it.
Okay, Noah.
A couple.
Make-
Ryan was telling me earlier though that a couple people have successfully done it, and it didn't work well.
Yeah, and there's actually been a couple 3800 guys that ran M62s, and they work about as well as the Gen 3 M90 does.
So it's kind of just like, meh.
Yeah,
They're basically interchangeable parts.
kinda. I mean, it is a bigger blower, so it moves more air per rotation, but it takes more power from the crankshaft to spin it.
Okay, well, I think we haven't covered this one, hopefully. I don't know, maybe I fell asleep. But Noah Hammock wanted to know, he's thinking about doing HP tuners, but he wants to know the difference between doing the standard or pro versions.
Okay. I don't remember which vehicle you have, Noah, but the newest, like
Looks
the...
like he's got it in his profile picture, but I can't quite tell.
I don't know either. The MPVI 2, the latest, like if you bought a new one now, the type of interface you would get, if you're using, what is it? At least as far as our platform goes, the Sonics, the ATS, and Camaro, you don't need to get the Pro one because there are widebands that have a OBD2 pass-through, and so you can data log your wideband signal with the standard HP tuners right into the scan. The Pro version, the biggest benefit is that you have a plug that goes in the side that you can wire in the output from your wideband, and you will need that if you want to data log the wideband on an LSJ because their CAN protocol is not compatible with that pass-through OBD2 wideband.
Oh, there's a good question. Speaking of today's topic, can't quite read the name, but can we get a quick in-depth talk on Z54 versus Z57 changes and upgrades?
Ah, yes.
I assume he means in the sense of like if you were looking at buying one, which one to get?
It really just depends on your budget. I mean, there's not a huge price gap between them, but the 57 is...
The premium option.
I guess. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of 54s out there running perfectly fine. It's a standard 360-degree thrust bearing, journal bearing turbo, like the way turbos were for decades, and it works fine. Now, the Z57, we went to an aluminum center section housing, so it's a little bit lighter. We went to a ball bearing system, and they'll spool about the same. Normally, if you have the same size turbo wheels, the ball bearing's going to spool a little bit faster than a journal bearing. So when you have the 54 versus the 57, 57's a little bit bigger, but it's ball bearing. It spools almost the same as the 54 does, but can make more power.
Yeah, I got to drive a 54 car and a 57 car back to back, and you almost can't even tell.
Yeah, the
Really?
spool is
Yeah, the
almost
spool is
very,
so close.
like a couple hundred RPM.
57 just has that much more power potential.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like we've never even told people what the most we've ever made on a 57, but it's a good bit past 500. It's really a solid turbo.
But
That's
if you're
why I'm
not
putting
really
3 of them on my car.
Going for big power, like 54 is probably fine.
Yeah, the
'cause,
54 is great.
Yeah, save a little bit of money and do
I'm
your
actually
thing.
really looking forward to seeing what one of those 57s does on the slingshot.
Oh, me too. I think
I'm
it's
actually
going to be
really
great.
excited about that.
I think it's going to slow the spool down just enough that it won't be a pain in the butt when you're cruising on the interstate.
And it'll be cool because we got those 2 coming up. We got the one that's just going to be a low boost, which will be fine for like all the entry level guys.
Mm-hmm.
But I also want to see what it does on Dan's because I mean we were making, granted he was out of fuel system, but we were making 490 on his already with the turbo that he's got on with that 6758 that's on
Yeah.
there now.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we pick up another 50 horse over
it'd
what
be
he was
pretty
making.
sweet to see that thing run out to like 5 1/4 ish.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
I don't see why we couldn't.
Quick intermission. I did just get a message from Bo. If you have a 3800 in the chat, the equalizers are back in stock on the website.
Ooh.
So
How many did we do in the first run? I know they sold out pretty
sold
quick.
out like the same day.
yeah, that first day I think it was 20, 25 something, somewhere around there.
Wow.
Does that sound right?
Yeah, I think that is right.
Yeah, but that was
You
like what,
3800 guys
an
go
hour
hard.
they were gone.
Yeah.
I don't know how many we got whipped up now, but I'd probably buy them.
If I had a 3800 car, I absolutely would
Yeah.
buy one. Zero
They-
questions.
Make those things sound so sweet.
It's like it takes the worst thing about that engine and gets rid of it. Like the day we fired up the first car with the prototype one, instantly my brain was like, "This is a potential swap engine now." Like I put this in things
Yeah.
because I'm not embarrassed by how it sounds.
Like I would put one of those in a sandrail now.
Oh heck yeah!
Can you imagine one of those things just zipping out on the dunes?
Yeah, there's a
sounding kind of like a 2J.
there's a guy up there that has a blower one
That
in
would
the
be sweet.
sand rail up there,
That would be cool.
but he has just 2 headers that run into separate mufflers, so
Okay.
it sounds like Matt's drag car did when it was on the twin turbos.
See, that sounded cool too.
If you like the sound of 2 tractors racing side by side. Now his single turbo setup is amazing,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is the way he did the runners on that is a similar concept to what we did with the equalizer.
All right, Jose, I've seen your question in here 8 times probably now. Do you have any comment for this, Al? Or I know nothing about it, else I would, but I do have a Mitsubishi and not an LTG.
Well,
so.
I can't answer that in any way other than my personal opinion. And my personal opinion is that if you're upgrading the turbo, that one is not near big enough to be worth the hassle. That's why I hate big wheel turbos. Like
Yeah, like if
You
you're pulling it
gain-
off your engine, like going all the way in there, unbolting
Yeah.
everything, getting a retune, like
and most of the big wheel turbos aren't cheap.
No.
So
I feel like they're way overpriced. That would be a good one for overrated, underrated.
yeah. they're overpriced when you look at what you get for your money, but when you look at the work that goes into them, they're like the people selling them I think are charging a fair price for the work that they put into it.
yeah.
I just don't think from a consumer standpoint it's worth the money and time
I don't think the bang for the buck is there.
to gain 10 to
It's just
30
a
horsepower.
opportunity cost thing at the end of the day. Like if you're spending X amount of dollars, what's
I would, instead of buying the MHI turbo, I would rather see you just spray the dang thing. It's a way more bang for your buck, literally.
literally?
I don't know. The big wheels are okay. The Sonic big wheel it didn't work well at first until we upgraded the turbine housing. But at that point, the only stock component that it has is the compressor cover. So it's a lot more than just a big wheel turbo.
Yeah.
I mean, we went 50% larger on the turbine housing, which changed everything. Because up until then, like the V1 and V2, yeah, they had bigger wheels, but they didn't make a ton more power. Once we got rid of that penny choke, holy cow, it opened up like crazy.
AH did it. Sky in the River Valley Road Rally. I honestly haven't looked too much into it, but I've always wanted to do a road rally. Never really. Neither of you have, right?
What exactly is a road rally?
I think
Is it illegal?
correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like a timed thing where you have certain points you have to hit at certain times. It's like a multiple state tour sort of deal.
Oh.
That's my understanding. I haven't really looked it up, but it sounds kind of cool. It's
That
like
would be kind of cool.
yeah, it's not like a
You
race.
should take this guy on Cannonball Run.
Yeah, that's more of a.
Yeah, that's a road rally.
I mean, I drove it down to Till the Dragon, worked out a couple kinks on the way, but it made it there and back pretty good. So I'm sure it could do it.
You know, they had it's kind of a tangent, but the last guys that shattered the Cannonball Run record when COVID lockdowns were full swing, they had like an extra fuel cell in it, so they could. I don't remember the number, but
Wasn't
they
it
could.
that big Merc?
Yeah, they could
Yeah.
carry an insane amount
Some
of fuel with
sedan
them.
Mercedes
like
or
a big
something.
like S65 or something like that, and they would put some.
Did you see
some
the
ins-
interior pictures of that one? Where they had like 6 radar detectors, like 2 dudes on like radios calling ahead.
Oh yeah, and they had
Oh yeah, they were scouting out ahead.
They had a
of it.
thermal camera on the roof too, and they said the thermal camera was better than any of the radar detectors or scanners, because they
Really?
could see the exhaust of a cop car idling.
No
Oh,
shit.
Yeah.
because they leave their SUV
Yeah,
running
so
or
they
whatever.
could see the heat signature of the car like hiding off the side of the road.
That's pretty sweet. Technology.
Dang. Don't they have like other cars like following and in front too that like rip ahead check and they're like, yep, you're good to go.
Yeah, and then when they know there's a cop posted, there's people that would sacrifice themselves and get ahead of the car and could get the cop to pull them over so that the car making the run could just keep on going. Highly illegal, don't condone it, but it's amazing.
There's some like horrifying noise coming from our vents. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Is there a bird?
Flying squirrel.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. We got some weird creatures coming down our vents, I guess.
It's the bird that didn't get caught in Steve's Camaro.
Sierra
feed
Foreman
goes dark,
asks,
we
what
might
is the
go.
absolute best LSJ or LNF build in parts from you? That is not an easy question to answer because
The
I don't
best.
know what you want to do with your car.
In you guys' opinion, so I guess just if you were to build an LSJ and an LNF, how would you build each one? If you had one of each.
Or what
Have
would
you
be-
seen what I've been doing the past?
We'll just go
3
around the
years?
table. We can all pick out what we do.
Well, I'm going to strip everything out of it, get it as light as possible,
Out of both of them?
and put 3 turbos on it.
So you have one LSJ car
All right.
and one LNF car.
Oh, enough.
You own both of them.
So I would take the
So
LNF
what are your
car
2
and I would
builds?
sell it and put the money into my LSJ. I'm sorry.
And here comes all the hate speech.
Yeah.
All right, Kyle. What's your move?
See, it's hard because like you're gonna be kind of power limited on the LNF.
Yeah, it's tough because like my brain wants one to be a daily and one to be a race car.
Right. Like, for
But
me,
I don't know
like, for
which
me,
is
like, if
which.
I would want the LSJ to be a daily because just want to do a stage 3 build on E85
Yeah.
and call it a day. But
If you
knowing
want to
how
go
you-
full tilt,
Nah,
Yeah.
see, I would daily the LNF.
But that's the direction I would go because because realistically I'm like
They get better
No.
gas mileage.
knowing what we've done with the slingshot, like I would want the LSJ to just make gobs and gobs and gobs of power.
All of it that's
Yeah,
possible.
and then I would probably just do. I don't know. I'd probably just do an LNF with like a
I was looking for a
Z57.
power.
yeah, we got some here.
I'm moving that fan. It is roasting up here.
Or you can just
Yeah,
switch
unfortunately,
seats over
the,
here if you want.
AC conveniently stopped working this week. So.
Yeah, I think I'd do the same thing as you, Kyle.
Yeah,
Have
I
a
would
turbo swapped LSJ as like a track
Yeah.
car. Keep like a bolt-on LNF
Yeah, I would do.
Cobalt
Like,
as a daily, and
yeah, I'd keep it on gas. I don't think I would do E85 just because.
Yeah.
I mean, I would do E85 on the
We
LSJ
live in the
for sure.
Midwest.
Yeah, but like if you ever plan to go like, it's hard to get to Chicago on E85 and back.
oh yeah, Bo Cobb's in the chat. Yeah, LSJ build, we would all say entry level swap.
Oh, Cobb, come up here until Ryan's done.
There you go.
That's true.
That's
Fill the
This is
empty
a call
chair.
out for Bo Cobb.
entry level
This is
swap
meant to see
LSJ is like out of all of our platforms car, probably the best bang for buck fun car I think right
That's
now.
why I
Yes.
built that kit.
Fuck
Mhm.
yes, hands down.
Currently, I mean everything changes all the time, but like right now, if you want a mod car, you have nothing. LSJ entry level turbo kit swap.
Yeah,
Especially with how cheap the ions have gotten.
Yeah.
Which hurts my soul, but it is what it is. Now,
Yeah, that's not a good stonk.
No, it is not a good stonk. You're better off with an altcoin than you are investing in red lines. But
It's
the
funny
entry-level
because-
swap is great. But one thing that kind of annoys me is more often than you think, we get customers that buy the entry-level kit, and then they're mad that they can't run 30 pounds of boost. You bought the entry-level kit. You bought the cheap one. It's still a good kit, but within what it was meant to do.
Yeah.
It was meant to be a gateway into turbo. It works
Yeah.
well. I mean, you can easily make low 400s with
I was
the
just
don't
gonna
85.
say,
you have,
Tyler's car made like what, 410
Yeah.
ish? Like, that's a great power level
Yeah.
in a car that size. Like,
Exactly.
beyond that 400 mark,
They're kind of hard to drive.
yeah, it almost becomes kind of useless.
And if you wanted to make 550, we have a kit for that too.
Right.
And you chose not to buy that one because it costs more. There's a reason it costs more. The disconnect there just blows my mind.
yeah. Hey.
Oh, it's the Fiero dude.
Oh, look out.
Bocob entering the chat, guys.
Got his Modelo's ready to go.
Yes, I didn't have any Millers in Eden.
I already shouted out the equalizer back in stock, but
Yeah.
if you want
Alex
to,
is welding his. He's welding a lot of them right now.
Sweet.
So we should be.
That dude's a good metal gluer.
He is. He's so talented. We have a lot of talented people here, and our welders are certainly.
And then there's Kyle.
That's fucked up.
do you
I'm
see
sorry.
the Modelos this guy
But I'm
got?
super fucking
I love it.
helpful.
Yeah, you do a lot of helpful
I have
things.
I have a few redeeming qualities, albeit small and not many.
I'm not gonna make you list them.
I really would be struggling to even.
You did get a shout out in the chat earlier. I don't
Did
know
I
if you
really?
saw
Yeah,
that.
there
It
was
said
like
that
two
you-
people that
somebody
were like,
said
"Is that
you
Kyle
have
D?"
answered all of their customer service questions.
No shit.
In the house.
Kyle D is ZZP.
Yep.
He does field a ton of customer service stuff, and a good chunk of it is after hours or before hours. So
Yeah.
you're welcome.
I know Jeff was saying, "Is that Kyle D?" I've emailed him like 1,000 times or something like that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably with the same question too. You one of those people?
Jeff is he's always in the podcast every week
Oh,
and
is he?
everything. Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Yeah, well,
What's that Jeff guy again? I'm just gonna.
Shouts to Kyle
push
because
this
he's
on the
he's
trash.
pretty knowledgeable in all the platforms.
Actually, yeah. Speaking
helping
of,
people with their
Kyle is not only a slingshot boy now.
Sonic.
Oh yeah.
Got the 1.4 bug.
Got the
He
1.4.
got the addiction.
It's an easy
Yeah.
bug to catch.
Yeah.
They're around here.
2 years ago, imagine us saying that this would happen.
What's
If you
your
would have told me, if you would have told me a year ago that I'd be driving a Sonic today,
Yeah.
I would have been.
I understand. I
I
would
would've been
agree
like-
with you.
I have this. My
But, like-
heart has this. Go ahead.
But as I drove them, I was like, oh, these are kind of cool. I could get down on one of these. And then that deal came up, and I was just like, I don't want to lose money.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a great deal.
But like,
Like
Yeah,
when something's on sale and you have to buy
and
it.
yeah, but to have a car that's that zippy and that fun, and still around town, I'm getting like 28 miles per gallon.
Has a
Holy
hatch.
on
Yeah.
E85.
Yep.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can't beat it.
Kid
and
loves
it's
it.
got pretty much, my kid loves it. And it's got,
And if you
Damn
throw
near
the kid
everything
out
you
and
sell.
fold the seats down, they actually have a ton of cargo room.
Yeah. No, they really do.
well, there's no seat belts in the back, so my kid has to ride up front.
Oh,
with
well,
me.
there you go then.
So there's
So
always
why do you
tons-
even have the back seats in there?
I mean, well, Lindsay has to be in there once in a while.
But-
She hasn't yet, but
on the topic of 1.4s, my heart's kind of in the Cruze because I had one in college and I drove it back and forth. It was a great commuter
If you
car.
took a Cruze and you swapped the drivetrain into a Sonic shell, then I'd be down.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get what you're doing. But we had a manual Cruze in here the other day, a base model, and he had the full RS swap package on it.
Oh, yeah.
With like that cool hood you were tuning on.
Mhm,
A
yeah,
little bit.
DJ Griffin.
Like that was a super cool little car, and the fact
That-
that it's a manual, I'm like, all right, I can get down.
That
Yeah.
car does look, nice. Like, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
It's not, it's one of those cars that falls in the category of not something I would buy, or I wouldn't mod it that way myself, but you look at the car in the parking lot and you're like, damn,
It just
good
really,
looking Cruze.
it just really bugs me. They made this rally sport Cruze and never offered it with a manual. Like all the RSs are
The
automatic.
RS,
Yeah.
yeah.
The only way to get
Yeah.
a manual Cruze is by the
The little
base.
body kit they put on looks cool too.
It helps it
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
For looks wise.
Mhm.
in my quest for other Sonic parts, I've stumbled across some Cruze websites that I was like just baffled by. Like there's quite a bit of stuff.
There's
out
a
there for
huge
'em.
aftermarket support for the
Like
Cruze.
there's
Yeah.
body kit shit. There's
Yeah.
aero stuff. There's a whole site dedicated to wheels.
Yeah,
They're
there's
really
a
into
couple
like
good
show
pages.
car stuff.
Yeah.
Weirdly.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
real stancy boys.
Yeah, which
Just
which
look real good.
surprised
You got
the
a
shit
car
out of
that's
me.
the weight of a Grand Prix and it has a 1.4 in it. So what are you going to do besides drop it on his nuts?
Are they really that heavy?
They're pretty heavy.
Yeah, they're like over 3,000 pounds easily. Probably
Really?
200.
Yeah,
I
it's
had no
not,
idea.
not good.
Nah.
Comment the curb weight of a Chevy Cruze for us.
Yeah, someone else be our Google.
Yeah, first one to say it wins a shout
Jamie,
out,
Jamie.
I guess.
Yeah. Throw that up, Jamie. Thoughts on the turbo on an LE5? Yeah. Let's shut up.
Turbo everything.
They're cool. Make really good torque. They spool faster than a 2-liter, but
Here we go.
I can spin my 2-liter to $9,000, and 2.4s cannot do that.
Yeah.
At least not more than once.
It'll do it once.
Once.
Yep.
Until
you
we-
probably make it there.
If you would finish that drawing or go talk to
Yeah, I'll go talk to Tom.
go talk to Tom so we could get those billet cranks, then maybe the rest of us 2.4 guys might have a shot at running them out to 8-9 grand.
Then maybe I can make like 1,400 horse instead of 1,000.
See?
Yeah.
What?
Well,
With
I'm
how
saying-
many turbos this time?
Nah, still 3, but you can go bigger
I still want to triple compound the slingshot.
or just spray it. Yes.
I got a little story about today, and to support the topic of turbos, we were having a little fun on lunch with a couple of my car and a shop car. My car, my Buick, is just 1.9 rockers and our Z3 turbo kit on E85.
Hold on.
What's up?
Pause. Z3 Turbo Kit. I couldn't ignore this.
Uh-huh.
How is there a three
are
to
you looking at
400
that?
3 to 400
Jesus.
pound range in curb weights? What options weigh that much?
Whatever you guys are doing, get the base model.
It's
No
probably-
kidding.
Maybe they're considering the 1.8 Cruze and the... Not that it would be any lighter, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're both iron block, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's pretty nuts.
Yeah, 1.4 block weighs as much as an Ecotec block.
What do I win? Tim Browder. There's your shout
Yeah.
out. Nice
good
job.
You're a
Good
top
job.
fan. Okay, Z3 Turbo Kit.
Yeah, so my car is 1.9 rockers, Z3 turbo kit, E85. And then our shop car Grand Prix is full-blown XP cam, intercooler, heads, E85, 2.6 pulley, like Max F or M90. And it makes 315 wheel, which is a little low, but it's got a tire Gen 3 on it. And so, like, mod for mod, my engine didn't come out. I bolted a turbo kit on it. And with 2 dudes in the back and probably 500-pound curb weight over this Grand Prix, just walking them, like, 'cause it's just so efficient. It's maybe got 4 more pounds of boost, but it just the power band and the torque curve is so gnarly with the turbo.
You and
that-
I were actually just talking about this the other day. I had that customer that wanted 350 to 400 wheel. I'm like, turbo kit.
Yeah.
Slap it on and go. And he was like, I don't want to change.
Like
he
a
goes, I don't
Sunday-
want to change that much stuff. And I'm like, well, here's the list of the blower shit you're gonna need to make
Yeah.
that kind of power.
including removing the engine and
Yeah.
installing a camshaft and
Exactly.
yeah, porting your cylinder heads and
I sent him that list, and he goes, "Huh." I didn't think. He goes, "It's a pretty extensive list. I didn't think it was going to take that much."
Or you could just spray it.
yeah,
Or you can
that
just spray
too.
it.
But
I'm a fan of that too.
It was very satisfying for me to just be, gapping this full bolt-on M90 car with 4 dudes in my Buick.
I will never forget. Let me start this by saying, I remember when Bo started here, and he was one of the few that walks in here, and he was Team Supercharged.
I am.
He was all about the blowers.
I still
Oh,
love
yeah.
an M90.
And the day I won't forget is you drove one of our, I don't think we have it anymore, but we had a shop car that was a Turbo Grand Prix.
Mm-hmm.
And you drove it for a random errand, and you got back at the biggest smile.
Dundale
Oh,
sold.
that black car.
Yeah.
Yep,
It wasn't even that fast.
No.
No, pump gas.
that was it.
But
I
it's
think you got
spooled
your
now.
turbo kit like that same week, didn't you?
I had to do it, and it's one of the best things I ever did. And what's nice is like, all I gotta do is get under the hood and turn the boosty knob up, and a couple more pounds.
And you won a car show with it.
Yeah, underneath your hood is super baller.
Appreciate
Or
it.
if you're Al, you have
yeah.
a 5-pound boost button right on your steering wheel.
Yeah, I need one of those.
I love it. I was hitting it last night just to hear the solenoids fire because that's all it does right now.
Still satisfying.
But yeah, you just imagine when it's driving and I hit that button, it's going to be like nitrous, but all boost.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what I was really impressed with is I was watching my IATs the other day, and my MAF is in the charge pipe, so it's technically post turbo, all the hot air,
Yeah.
and a full ride home I only gained like 5 degrees in intake air temp, and that was just mashing on it.
Wow.
So that air-to-air intercooler is working really well, and I mean, ambient air was like 98, and my IATs were like 102, so.
Wow.
Which is super good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a blower car, it would have been like ambient air 98, post blower 198. Like 100%.
I don't know where you guys all live, but it has been hot here.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Bad
Real
hot.
hot.
Last month was the worst, but it's still been pretty nasty so far.
Last month
It's
was
gotten better
bad.
for sure.
Eric, you got any more questions?
Yeah,
Throw at
I
us?
got what I think is kind of interesting one. Grant P here on YouTube says he's looking to sell his 2009 Cobalt SS, and is looking into getting a Cadillac ATS LTG. Wants to know are the 6 speeds fun to drive?
Yes.
He
Yes.
heard the diffs and the LTG are a little touchy.
Nope.
I haven't had any
We
different.
haven't broke
We
one
haven't
yet.
broken one.
Transmission back. Don't even worry about it.
We didn't even. We haven't even broken an all-wheel drive one yet.
Just be nice to the engine. The rest you don't
So
have to
my
worry
thought
about.
is comparing
Yeah.
a
Take care of your
Cobalt
engine,
SS
run good oil,
Yeah.
run
Yep.
the right plugs.
The engine is a
Good
picky
fuel.
one.
They're not terrible engines, but
They're not
you
terrible.
have to do all the right things
The
Yeah.
problem
all
is-
the time.
I mean, it's a boosted high performance Cadillac, and you got to run good oil, good plugs, good fuel.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
don't do
that's really
top
the
speed
truth.
runs.
I beat the shit out of that CTS that I had, and I never had any problems.
Yeah. And just young
Yeah.
kids buy them, and they don't do that. And
Yeah, my
then they
CTS
have
was
problems.
that was. I think that's probably my most favorite car that I've ever owned was that CTS. Like I had.
It was a nice car to
It
drive.
had that
That
big
thing
back
was
seat. It was
baller.
comfy as shit. It was mobbing low to the ground.
I love my favorite part was how you had 2 different color wheels.
Yeah, that
That-
was sweet.
I always wanted to do
I had
that.
the gunmetal wheels on one. They were the same wheels, but different colors. And I had gunmetal wheels on one side, and I had silver wheels on the other.
Because you can't see both.
Because
at
you
the
can't
same
see
time.
both at the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
never
love.
noticed that.
Yeah, I love that.
I drove that car for a month. I never noticed that.
It was pretty subtle though. Like the gunmetal wasn't like a super dark gunmetal.
Yeah.
It was more like a.
Wow.
It was-
I,
yeah.
I had no idea.
It was like a charcoal gray. But the
Was
the
it
other
one of
side
those
was like,
things you got out, looked at them, and you're like, too many spokes, and then
yeah,
walked away?
yeah, probably, yeah.
It's all. They were only 5
Yeah,
stars.
they were 5, but
They
there
were
was
5.
there was way too much rim going on there.
Yeah,
Ram.
they-
Those were
they
some
20s.
Rams.
They were some rims.
Some Rams.
Did you
20
intentionally do that?
What?
The side to side different colors, or did you just
Yeah.
like?
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah. Because I initially was I ended up getting the wheels through our local friend Tommy Z, and
Shout out Tommy Z.
shout out Tommy Z, Uncle Tommy, Tommy Flim Flam.
On the topic of shout outs and wheels and tires, me and Trev both recently picked up some RE71Rs on closeout. And if you're looking for a good sticky tire for cheap,
Yep, they got a
Yeah.
couple sizes left, but they're about to be gone. So
Do you want
Tire rack.
Okay, there you go.
tire rack, yeah.
super good deal.
Super good deal. Loving mine. I think I 3-wheeled the Buick today with 4 guys in it, but
Jeez. Your trans is almost done.
it's not.
Yeah,
Not even
okay.
close.
Not even close.
You're flooring it with 4 dudes in it. The
How
thing
many
is-
miles does that trans still have on it, Bo? Let's say this on the record right now.
On the record.
I give it to the end of summer. $50. It's done by the end of summer.
I don't know. I don't really care. I have parts to build it, so I'm just not really caring
It's
about
shit
it.
it's gonna shit the bed by October. That's,
You know, when you were racing it with
That's
4
my
dudes
bet.
in it, the chain and the gear were like this.
Yesterday I was racing Hickman in his Camaro, and at 80 miles an hour, he wouldn't slow down for me. We're doing 80 rolls on the highway, and I brake boosted it through the wastegate. I was like, sorry, 65E.
Yeah. That's what you get.
And that's when I realized I need to turn my boost up, because that ain't cool.
Note the fact that Bo didn't answer my question
Oh.
and changed the subject.
To be
and told-
determined. I have no idea. I'm hoping it lasts all summer. and I'll make some upgrades this winter. Pull it out, aluminum subframe.
Manual swap.
Yeah, I know. I should. There's a lot of guys in the community, the 3800 community, going to manuals. I
You
know
just
like
recently
3 or 4
drove
guys right now.
a 40 car, right?
Yeah, very cool experience. It feels very weird. It is it's nice, and it's just very weird, not having a torque converter there. It's not a slosh box anymore. It's like it's like clutch engage. We're going.
Yeah, the 4T65 is like a 4-speed power glide. It's just all slush and mush until the converter locks up.
You love power glides, though.
I love power glides, but specifically on the drag strip only.
My trick lately for it has been running it in manual second, because it'll downshift if it needs to, and then second gear runs out to in my car 100 miles an hour.
Jeez.
So
See, I told you they're a freaking 4-speed power glide.
yeah. So if you put it in manual second, there's extra clutches that grab, because the transmission goes, all right, we're doing something here. Like, we're ready to party, because you're in
Race
manual
mode.
second. And it bumps the line pressure, I don't know, like 10%. So, like today when we went around the Dixie Loop real quick, I
That
just
was my
grabbed
fault.
manual second, or like if I'm hooning it at home, manual second, and then it'll downshift for you. Actually, a little prematurely, which is nice. Or like when we autocross this weekend, I'll run it in manual second. And then if I'm happen to be going faster than 100 miles an hour, you just kick it up one, and then that's third.
Nice.
I don't know. That's my little.
So
trick.
you're already shifting it. Just put a manual in it.
Only shifting it once at 100, but yeah.
Yeah.
Minor detail.
That is kind of nice with a turbo car to just like basically be in one gear all the time.
Yeah.
That's a lot of boost. Tim Browder. Yes, we're always hiring. Currently
we're looking for a
available.
couple.
Are you
like,
hireable? is
All
the
of our
question.
like open positions are always on Indeed, but we're always looking for talent everywhere. So
check
Gotta have-
Indeed.
Gotta have thick skin.
Thick skin.
yes,
Passion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
go fast, not broke.
Willing to work past
I
the
think
minimum 40.
thick skin definitely is underrated. Yeah.
Extremely
Extremely
underrated.
underrated. It gets a little rough around here sometimes. A lot of times.
Yeah.
Every day. Multiple times a day.
Ask Bo if his wife's Cam GXP is ready for more Mexico runs.
You know what? It is actually, because yes, shoot me a message on Facebook. Let's do it this weekend. I like it.
Oh boy.
A few years ago, I lost to a race to his buddy. I got a video of it somewhere. I had just done some upgrades to the car.
You saved the video of you losing?
Yeah. I mean,
The trans didn't blow. It was a win video.
anyway, GXP versus GXP, and I lost, but it's a lot faster car now. So yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Eric King. ZZP pays 7 figures, right?
I mean, collectively.
None of us actually drive these cars. We all have. There's a lot full of Lambos out back.
Yeah.
Lambos, BMWs.
We're
Marks.
fooling all of you.
Yes. It's a big facade.
Um,
Have you
let's,
guys
all
thought
kinds of
about
questions.
opening up in another state? Actually, yes.
Yep.
We have.
It's been in the
A
talks
lot
for
more
a couple
difficult
months.
than you'd think.
Yeah, it's a lot more difficult than you think, and it's been in the talk for over a year.
There was a time where ZZP was split just between 2 buildings, and everyone hated it.
That sucked.
So,
God, that was horrible.
like, being 2 different states is going to be just that much worse. You're just 2 different companies at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've looked at spots in Texas. That was an option. Northern Florida, like Tampa area, was an option. I think he had
Generally warmer climates.
Yeah,
Where you
yeah,
can drive year round.
yeah. And I mean, for me, like,
Yeah, Atlanta is a big car scene.
I mean,
Yep.
I like Michigan, but truth be told, like, fuck snow.
See, I look forward to the snow every year.
It's because you don't have a street car.
I mean,
Maybe.
for me,
Because you have a Honda Element.
It's the only time the Element is an enjoyable vehicle to own.
Me and Al grew up the same. I love just blowing a 4-wheel drive beater through the snow.
Heck yeah. I put that thing in first gear and just pin it. Ride the limiter. Me and Alex did like 6 laps around the back lot when we got that like 1.5 feet of snow last year.
Even more fun than that is when you have, like, say, Cobalt, just any front wheel drive car, yank the e-brake.
Oh, yeah.
And you just leave it locked up.
And just slide like it's on casters.
You know what we never did? We never fucking studded a tire and put it on the
Oh,
slingshot
yeah.
and put snow tires on the front.
That would be a good video.
We never fucking did that.
We
Put
need to
skis
do
on the
that.
front.
Huh?
Dude. Put some skis on the front.
Yeah, I mean, leaving the rear caliper to be your only means of stopping is...
That's kind of the problem.
Yeah, that's kind of...
Because we thought about the skis.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait, skis don't have brakes.
There's actually a guy down in Florida. His name is Bob Rundin. He owns a company called Bullet Speed. Shout out, Bob.
He makes cool stuff.
He makes a lot of cool shit for the slingshot platform. One of the things he makes is he makes a quad kit, so you can have 4 wheels. And he's currently building a slingshot with tracks on the back. And I think they're putting in a turbo LS3 into it.
Yeah.
But he's having a company making 6-foot carbon fiber skis. And they're going to try to skip this bitch across a pond in the summer.
And if it doesn't work, it's going to the bottom of the
Straight
pond.
down.
Oh, all right.
It'll probably work.
It'll work.
Side by sides can drive on water. Snowmobiles can drive on water.
Lizards can
I
drive
don't
on
see why
water.
a slingshot can't.
Yeah.
It's
That's
basically
true.
the mix
He
of the
said
two.
they were going to come up, like, not to Michigan, but they were going to come up to where they get snow and mash that bitch across a cornfield once it had the tracks on it, too, and see how it did in the winter.
Tell them to bring it here. We got snow.
And we got cornfields for days.
We got lots of corn.
Lots of
We can
ethanol
take them
farms.
down to my parents' house.
Yeah. Because he
a
was
lot.
talking. Well, he was talking about Indiana too. So
Heck yeah.
but that would be a blast. Mashing through a cornfield, it'd be fucking cold as fuck though. God, it would be so cold.
I drove a slingshot to the airport for a customer during December, and I think you bailed on it and made me
Yeah.
drive it.
What, the street? Like on the street?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
What's the older guy's name that it was? The orange one.
Oh,
They're all orange.
Yeah, we went to drop it off or something. I remember that.
It was cold.
It's cold.
Yeah,
cold.
I bet.
I don't.
There's
yeah,
not enough engine heat to make a difference.
I mean, like if it's below 65, typically I won't drive.
Ryan Derrick, are you coming up here or not?
Yeah, he's on his way up. I just told
Okay,
him he
cool.
had to.
I think I just heard that door close.
We got to
Good.
start. I think it's time to start underrated, overrated. But I
Or do
figured
we want to do tech talk first?
We want to talk your tech talk.
We got to at least go through the merry-go-round analogy.
Let's wait for Ryan to get up here.
Hey, you got to do your
Al's got a class for us.
your classic intro. Just jump in and be like, Ryan is ZZP.
Now you fucking ruined it.
Feel free to hang out. El's gonna talk about his little chime in here. We want
Now
to
he's
cover
going home.
because people need to learn, and we're about to learn you. So everybody that's watching, I don't know how many people we got watching, but listen real close.
Get out
Yeah.
your notepads.
So one of the requirements of my job is taking technical things and making them so that a 4-year-old can understand them, because that's how some of you guys' emails come across. So hold that thought.
and cue more hate speech.
Just roll in here,
Roll
Ryan.
on in, man.
Roll on in.
You ain't gotta sit. Yeah, you ain't gotta
Hang out with
sit
Bo.
way up in the bleachers.
Come on in, bud. We got plenty of mic for your loud voice.
We got Ryan Derrick in here. Him and Bo are gonna swap in a second, but
welcome.
we got master class with Al here. So
We're having a good time.
Bull in a fucking china shop.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Okay, we can see the whiteboard.
Everybody deserves a spot at the dinner
are you gonna
table
use
when you
all
have family.
7 of those colors?
I can, if I need to. It's comfortable. So we're going to go through what is accurately called Al's merry-go-round analogy.
I love this part.
If you're one of those weird people that doesn't know what a merry-go-round is, it's that thing with the rod in the middle and you sit on it and spin it till you puke. So imagine this compressor wheel here. Maybe I should start at like absolute square one.
Yep.
This is the
Hold up that-
compressor
yeah,
side
hold
of a
up that.
turbo. Compressor wheel sits in here.
Eric just refocused the camera.
Oh,
Hold it up
okay.
again. Yep.
So the exhaust drives the turbine shaft, which spins this compressor wheel. The smaller diameter at the front here is the inducer of the compressor wheel. The big diameter at the back is the exducer. And what you have is the inducer, for the most part, will limit the amount of power that the turbo is capable, or that compressor is capable of making. It limits the mass of air that it's able to consume. When you go to the back side, this is more of how efficiently it can compress that air regardless of how much there is. So you'll hear people talk about compressor trim, and that's just a measurement of the ratio of the inlet diameter versus the outside. So a high trim wheel, these two are kind of closer together. And a low trim wheel, you would have a bigger backside in comparison to the front. Now, why would you want those two different options? Well, a high trim compressor wheel that has a smaller backside is going to spool faster for the given inducer that it has because there's less mass in the wheel. So let's say you have a 50 pounds a minute. On most cars, it's going to make about 500 horse. You could have an exducer this size. You could have an exducer that's 6 inches around. And if you want to explain and understand how that would make a difference in how the turbo performs, that's where we get to the merry-go-round analogy. So if you look at this from a sky view and imagine that this is your merry-go-round, which we will very accurately draw up here.
Extremely accurately.
So there's your bars that go to the outside, right? I can't even draw a circle. And then usually there's seats out here and handlebars for the kids to hold on to.
Man, you had the safe merry-go-rounds, and we never had that shit when I was a kid.
Oh yeah. So
You had a merry-go-round?
let's move this here. So we got there's our merry-go-round, and then let's say up above this merry-go-round there's a tube that we can drop kids through.
L should be an artist.
Yeah, I didn't stutter. That you can drop kids through.
But you shouldn't.
You should not do
You should
that.
never drop
Never
kids.
drop kids through. But if you did, that's where they'd go. Now, outside here, we have all the parents waiting to catch their flinging minions. Because they're going to fall off. And someone's got to be there to catch them. And the parents catching the kids are the scroll of this compressor cover right here. So at a given velocity, let's rewind here. The size of this pipe here that you can shove the kids through is going to dictate how many kids you can shove through, all right? So that's your power. So if it's a big one, you can throw 50 kids in at once. If it's real tiny, you can only throw 10 in. So let's say we're throwing 50 kids in here at a time. And then you got the parents out here. You laughing, but trust me, this analogy makes perfect sense. And for a given RPM, the size of the outside here is the size of the backside of your compressor wheel. There's going to be a certain velocity of the kids that are yeeting off the ends into their parents' arms and sometimes taking them with them. So that's, if you imagine that the merry-go-round gets bigger, but the RPM stays the same, these little kids are going to hit their parents a lot harder when they come flying off there. Like if you got little Johnny hanging onto the inside here and he lets go, he's not moving that fast. That's like 5 pounds of boost. And then you got some kid that's got his hand on the edge here and his feet hanging out the side and he lets go and sends his dad in the next week. That's like 35 pounds out of a single stage compressor.
By the way, we have a hashtag Al drops kids.
I'm not saying I do drop kids, but if you did drop kids into a merry-go-round, it would teach you how a turbo works. That picture is not at all what I had pictured in my head, but hopefully you get the point.
Yep.
And as silly as that story is, it actually is a fairly accurate representation of how compressor wheels work, why different turbos have different efficiencies at different boost levels.
Sizes are tough. That's why we try to do the work for you.
Yeah, sizing turbos is difficult, and that's why we try to do the work for the customers, and we rely on the customers to trust us. They rely on us to give them the right information. Mm-hmm. That's like when we spec out like the Z54, Z57. We size it for what it's meant to do.
But at the end of the day, it's always a give and take, essentially.
It is.
Which is why we have options for some of our kits. So.
Mm-hmm. But this is also how we can find like the V3 turbo that we run on the Sonic. You really don't need to or want to run it past like 19, 20 pounds at high RPM because that compressor wheel is not made to move the amount of air that it's capable of moving at that high of a boost pressure. So you end up just having to spin it really, really fast to try to get enough boost out of it, and you wear out the bearings in the turbo.
There you go.
We went from real
Take that one. Tell your friends.
real dark dropping kids on a merry-go-round to real serious, real
This
fast.
is-
I'm impressed.
If you like that story, I have PayPal and Venmo, and you can just mail checks to ZZP.
Jeff McGovern, I reiterate.
Look
this
up
is
Al
the Covenant
McClure
episode
on
of The Office.
Masterclass. You won't find him, but
But you just look it up anyway. If enough people look it up, maybe they'll ask me to do a better video.
And start charging for classes eventually.
It is time for overrated, underrated.
Yep.
Bo, you're fired.
thanks for
Underrated.
hanging out, Bo.
Yeah. Overrated, underrated. Bo Cobb.
Before you leave, what are you doing this weekend?
We're doing.
You always have to say what you're doing this weekend.
Yeah. This weekend, I am actually not working on a ZZP platform. I'm working on my dad's old
Oh.
F350
Bringing that thing back out, huh?
460 big block. Yeah, it blew a spark plug out of the head, got a leaky manifold,
Oof.
all the Ford things.
Good luck.
Have fun with
So we're
that.
going to pull it in and just see how far we can get with it.
Sometimes it's all you can do. You just got to look at it.
Yeah. We're going to definitely
Just
look at
gotta
it.
look at it.
But it needs
You're
to get
right,
back
these-
on the road. It's been sitting behind my garage for since this winter. But
Oh, sounds like a Ford.
It is cool that you're bringing it back, though.
doing all
So
the Ford things, yeah. It's only got
Yeah.
106,000 miles on it. He bought it nearly new. It's a
Wow.
cool little truck.
Yeah.
cool.
All right, Ryan D,
Sweet.
tapping you in for the best part of the podcast.
Jeff,
Wipe
Bo
those,
picking up
wipe,
her.
wipe those headphones off with alcohol.
How does he know that joke?
Oh my god, because he's here every week.
Well,
I like Jeff's last. This is The Office, and that was Michael Scott.
All right, we got to turn down Mike to a solid 40% because Ryan Derrick.
Oh,
Fucking hate you, Joe.
got him.
Disrespected.
What's going on,
I
Ryan?
appreciate it.
How's your week been? It's been a crazy week.
Stressful week.
Yeah.
Did you just dump that in through the fucking opening?
It's got holes in it. Work smarter, not harder.
Not wrong.
Yeah, he's not. He's got a special way of doing everything.
Ryan, are you ready for underrated, overrated? This is your first time, isn't it? Kyle's too.
No?
Yeah.
I think Kyle's gonna be more butthurt than Ryan.
Oh, Jesus.
I
Well, no,
picked
I
some
was
good
there for the
topics.
first
Maybe I should leave.
underrated, overrated. I was there for the
Maybe I
first
should
one.
Were you?
bow out now. Mo, did you
I
wanna-
will say, your third topic, I'm giving you a chance to do something good here. So just keep that in mind. Don't say the wrong answer.
When
I-
has Kyle given a chance to do something good?
Today.
Done it.
Well, we're trying to change that.
It's been a tough week. I've had to answer things like, just gonna say, customer got mad at me because I said, hey, man, I don't think your intercooler is the reason you're losing boost. And,
I mean,
yeah,
unless his charge pipe isn't connected to it.
well, yeah, but he was like, oh, there's some rock chips. I'm like, I really don't think that's the reason. So you can probably help save your money. It seems like when I try to help people save money, they get mad at me. Like, oh, I'm going to call the Better Business Bureau on you because you don't talk to me that way.
You know what? Your intercooler is the problem. Let me sell you this intercooler
Yeah,
real
I'm
quick.
just, I try
I
to
can
help.
vouch.
But then you're the asshole when the intercooler
Yeah.
doesn't solve the problem.
Exactly. But
I can
Yes.
vouch, not as Ryan's friend and coworker,
That's
when
true.
I was a customer like 2 years before.
yeah.
Like, Joel and I walked in every, week?
Yeah, weekly.
And you told us not to buy stuff all the time.
Yeah, like
The struggle is
yeah,
real.
I do want to say, just as I vent to everybody, like, obviously, yes, we want to sell you stuff. We're ZZP. We want you to go fast. But usually, if you don't need something, we're not going to just try to just take your money. Like, hey, man, look, this is already good setup. We're going to try to make sure that you have the best experience possible. That's what we want to do. That's what all of us here at this table want to do.
Yeah.
If you're on
Yeah,
the
100%.
road to making a bad choice, we're going to try to stop you.
Yes,
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
It's not just about taking your money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I had a guy-
Especially
My
if you're
car's
having a
bones-
problem.
My car's bone stock. I think I'm going to put a 2.7 pulley on it.
I literally had that email right before
Yeah.
here. He was like, "Yeah, I got a PCM tune. Can I put a 2.7 pulley on this?" I'm like, "What do you have?" Oh, stock Impala 04 Impala. SS."
Undo.
Like, no, please don't. Please don't.
Especially if you're having problems with these cars.
yes,
Nobody
but
has
you're
seen
going to need this new short block to run with that.
Yes.
nobody has seen more problems with these cars than Ryan.
No.
So,
Here's a sticker with your order. It says Control Z.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay,
Fireball.
enough of my rant. I believe it's time for Al to
Al
speak.
and Eric, you guys both ready to go?
Heck yeah!
We
Ding, ding,
are
ding, 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 ding.
Underrated, overrated.
It's time for Overrated, Underrated, the game invented by Massonomics Podcast. If you like lifting podcasts about absolutely nothing, check them out.
Weird. They are not a sponsor, by the way. We're just
No.
Nope, I just really love this game.
Do we have like a thing that comes up in the podcast says like underrated, overrated?
We're working on it.
We've got polls set up for both YouTube
Yeah.
and Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
To do
See,
I was
I-
watching that
in
last week, and
real
I thought that was
time
pretty cool,
While
actually.
we talk about this.
Oh yeah, I'm so proud of these topics I came up with this week.
Oh boy.
Who are we starting with now?
We will start with Trevor just to ease into it.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Try to go fast, guys. We're already almost at
it
an
is
hour.
almost 5 already.
We went an hour and a half last week and everyone was still here.
We'll go overtime. Don't worry. But we'll get more
Okay.
questions out of you guys.
Okay, so semi-serious. First overrated, underrated for Trevor is
Oh, boy.
road course racing.
Oh.
Before he answers, just to remind you guys, there is no riding the fence in this game. You have to pick one or the other. It's either overrated or it's underrated.
Okay. So I see how you tripped me up here.
I did.
Because my primary sport, I've transitioned to drifting.
Yes.
But last weekend, 2 weekends ago, went out with Ryan, Tim, Noah. We all went road coursing, and still super
Everyone else
fun.
but you broke.
Yeah.
Well, it's out there. That is literally not out there at all whatsoever. I haven't said anything, and now it's out there.
You lost a lug nut. You're fine.
I will say underrated. And
Okay.
my explanation is the sense that you should just go do it. Where most people see road course as this big top tier racing thing that you have to have a prepped car for, and all the prepped cars do way worse than the stock cars.
I noticed that.
Road
Like
course is
when I
so
came out
much
there
fun.
was the first time I'd been out and watching the cars. You're exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
Like watching people race, the guys that looked like they were out there in their modded daily looked like they were having a lot of fun.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's again, people think that I need 1,000 % mods. I gotta have tires. I gotta have every suspension on the planet. No, go out there with a stock car and get some seat time.
Yeah.
Legitimately.
It's
100%.
you have to be in the right mindset, because on one mindset, which I was a couple years ago when I went out with my slow car, you have a stock car, a couple bolt-ons, just your fun daily.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going for times, you're just having fun. Awesome experience.
Yeah.
But then when you have a track prepped car and you're going for times, which is another sport, if you're into that, you're into that, but it is a totally different game.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot more expensive. Things will break.
Oh yeah.
And you're going to deal with issues the whole day. That's just something you're signing up for. So you just like know what you're doing. And
Yeah.
But so I'll say it's severely underrated, because I think everyone with a mod car should go to a road course.
Yeah, I haven't done it yet myself, but I think
Oh,
I
you're
would
going
agree
to.
with you. I'm definitely going to.
Oh, like you've been
Yeah.
talking about, like you're not going out there iron. We're just gonna get you into like a Sonic or something. You're gonna go out there and have fun, because everyone needs to go on a road course at some point in their time. Like eventually,
Absolutely.
I definitely want to take my Sonic out
Yeah.
sooner than later.
I want to say I don't take slingshot out there. Slingshot makes too much power.
I
I hear they like to roll
those
over.
switchbacks.
Yeah,
that's
no.
the death roll.
Yeah, no.
That
like,
one-
Take it
1-2
to a
flip.
drift event instead.
yeah.
It would dominate a drift.
It's like that's all it does.
Yeah, that's all it
I
does.
keep going to these drift events and buying 2 new tires all the time, and I'm like, why don't I just have one in the back? This would make so much more
Yeah.
sense.
This would be
so
way
much
easier.
more cost.
What did we get from the polls, Eric?
All right, so road course racing, Facebook, 100% say underrated.
Good.
Facebook, good job, guys.
Good job,
Good
Facebook.
job.
YouTube crew says 79% say underrated as well.
So our general consensus is
It's
what,
underrated.
89.5% underrated?
Yeah. 29% of YouTube is wrong.
Wrong.
You're entitled to your opinion, even if it's the wrong one. All right, number 2 for Trevor is
Oh no.
Wait, do you? Sorry,
hate when he laughs
I'm snooping
before
at
he
your
asks the
screen right now.
question.
But like, do you like send yourself text messages so you remember what these
no.
topics are?
I sent these to Eric so that he could get the polls ready.
He texts himself all day.
Fair
I do that all the time,
I'm like,
and then I answer myself, and it gets really weird.
I'm like, there's a note app, right?
Like when you're at one of those parties and you want to leave, so you call yourself and you're like, oh, yeah. I gotta get
I'll be
out.
there in 10 minutes.
Okay. Anyway, number 2 for Trevor is Patina BMWs.
Get the fuck out of here.
Patina BMWs?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Mismatched body panels.
I don't have to explain this
weight
one.
reduction holes.
Underrated.
Wow.
No.
I have
Before
to agree with him.
started
No.
ZZP,
I
was,
love his shitbox BMW.
His shitbox BMW.
I
will
was a
give him
clean
this.
car guy. I would
it's
not.
a shitbox, but it's
No,
kinda
but it's
sweet.
but isn't it the same color? It's all the same color right now.
It is significantly nicer, but
See,
it's
that's what I'm talking about.
still very shitbox.
No, it's not patina though. Patina is totally something different. It's not patina because you specifically said patina, and I'm gonna fucking get you on this. one.
I will say, I forgot that he had nicened it up.
It's
and
one
so
color.
this question was framed in the way.
Nicened it up.
It's pretty nice now. It's all one color, and
The
it's-
teal one, right?
Yeah, it was teal,
It's
and now it's
white
all
now.
white.
Some of it's
Oh,
teal.
no shit.
Yeah,
It's all white now?
Yeah, dude, it's all white. It's clean.
Did you wrap it?
No.
Plastic dipped it. But that's a different.
That's a different
Oh,
That-
Well,
no.
I painted it, but
rattle can.
nope. Nope. Guess what I painted with?
I'm not.
a roller.
A roller.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yes. Well, you have to have the same base color under the plastic dip.
White wrinkle. That's what it is.
Eric, you're gonna clip this later. Just Ryan's look of defeat and despair. Just
Yeah.
Remember-
that's gonna be a TikTok.
Remember when you
highlight.
thought it was a good idea to do white wrinkle charge pipes?
oh yeah.
And I was like, no, don't fucking do it. And
Yeah.
you were like, no, it'll be fucking sweet. And
It
I was
will
like,
be sweet.
all right, I'll do it. And we did it. And I think you changed it a week later.
no, it was like 3 months.
Was it that long?
It was that long.
I bet they were sweet for like 5 minutes.
They were sweet for
They were
like
they were
1.5
sweet until
minutes.
they were sweet until they got installed.
in the
'Cause
first
then they
dirt
had all-
spec.
yeah.
handed.
Yeah.
Well, whoever installed them, they got their greasy dick prints all over them.
I mean, you know who installed it. So would it be. So
Oh, yeah. So greasy.
Moral of the
fingerprints is
story.
accurate.
yeah.
Patina, especially race car patina, is one of the coolest things and should be appreciated more.
I
Because
agree with you.
everyone's trying to make their cars all clean. I was one of those people. Ryan is still one of those people. And it's a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress.
It is. However,
Once you just realize like old cool beat up race cars are cool,
Oh.
you'll be the happiest
I
man
know what
alive.
you mean in a weird way. I had my favorite beater daily that I had was a 93 Crown Vic that only ran on 7 cylinders and somehow still got like low 20s on the highway. I don't
my
understand it. Like the exhaust always sounded funky, and then I went and pulled plug wires one at a time, and one of them didn't change anything. I'm like, yeah, 7-cylinder, cool. But it was such a piece of crap that like I would go to the gas station and I would intentionally find the pumps that have like the concrete barriers beside them so that you can't run into them, and I would just fling the door open and just what? and so the people on the other side of the pump, oh! Like, dude, what the heck? I'm like, oh, yeah, sorry.
But no, that's different though. Like he's talking about like a cool race car. That was your shitbox daily.
Yeah.
Shitbox daily is totally different. Like if I had a
Said
Shitbox daily is
race
just a
car
shitbox.
patina.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Ryan and I have talked about this. Like race cars get a pass of like 20%.
Yes,
Like,
I will agree with that. So if you actually like, and this actually learned this from shows. Like I went to Week Fest and there was a car like the race cars, they get a pass because they're actually out there tracking and racing. They have battle
Yeah.
scars. That's cool.
Yeah, I
So-
like the Formula Drift cars that have a lot of scars on them.
Yeah,
they're
like-
not trashed, but you can tell they've been
Exactly.
racing a
And,
long
but that's
time.
the thing, not trash, but they've been racing. So the liveries are coming up in some corners, and there's the bumper has some stitches on it, and it's stuff's broken. You know,
Oh,
that's
I
fine.
got a weird soft spot for zip tie stitches. They
Well,
look
you
good.
got a weird soft spot for a lot of stuff.
Well,
zip ties
yeah.
are lighter than bolts.
You're not
Okay,
say it.
what do we get on the polls?
All right, so Facebook crew is split literally 50-50.
What?
Overrated
Wow,
or
really?
underrated? I'm a bit.
I think it's because it said BMW. I think if you said general,
Yeah.
you know, patina shitbox,
Eh,
it would.
yeah.
Whereas
Fair enough.
YouTube a little bit more
Dang.
insights. They
More
say
overrated?
72%.
I am disappointed
Wow.
in you people.
No,
Interesting.
I agree with them.
Yeah. The
course you
BMW thing really put a kink in it.
Yeah,
though.
I say you literally said.
Yeah.
I mean, look, and Andy Lowe, who for some reason has his name backwards as Wyden Ewald. I don't know why you people do that. That's so silly. Calling you out, Andy. Just put your name as Andy Lowe. It's ridiculous. Anyway, but yeah, he said BMW because we're GM
no
based.
evil.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Last
Oh,
one
I
for
literally was
Trevor.
trying to say Yidna.
Last one, guys.
Last one for Trevor is.
It's always the worst one.
Nah, this one's my favorite probably. Harbor Freight.
I already know the answer to this.
What?
Underrated.
Like underrated.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Underrated.
So underrated.
You guys go on Reddit, go on YouTube, look up the what to buy from Harbor Freight and what not to buy from Harbor Freight.
Wait,
and
I
you're
didn't
good.
even know this was a thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's lists out there. There's spreadsheets.
There's a fuck.
Wow.
I shit you not,
Spreadsheet?
there is
Harbor Freight
a
community.
there's a Facebook group that is dedicated to mods for Harbor Freight sandblasting cabinets.
I know that, and I've seen there's
Jesus.
there's a
Yeah.
website that specifically sells mods for the Harbor Freight Predator engines.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can make
What?
stupid power out of those things.
I am so upset right now.
I had
I'm
one of those
intrigued.
in
High
a,
compression, big cams, big valves, forged internals, turbo kits.
I'm so upset, but I'm so intrigued. at the
I
same
know.
time. That's
I
so
had one of
crazy.
those in a Baja Doodlebug. Do you know what those are?
The fuck is that? It sounds like
Back in
a
the
think I
sexual
do.
maneuver.
It's like a moped, but not.
Fuck is that shit?
It's like not allowed to be a moped because it's
gonna
too
be
small.
now.
It's gonna be a sexual.
But they come as frames.
Wait, hold on. Back the whole back. You say moped? Are you talking about a
No,
moped right
it's
now?
not cool enough to be a moped.
Oh my god,
It's
we're
a
going.
tier below moped.
There is no tier below moped.
It started out as a bicycle.
Get the
But-
fuck out of here.
Their frame is wide enough to put an engine in it.
Can I go home?
Predator 212 in that bad boy.
I'm sickened but curious.
I am not curious. That is
You guys Google Predator Doodlebug,
I am
and you'll see
so
some great.
upset.
Careful which links you click.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
That's like the wheel fitment one.
Yeah,
does
like,
it
will,
fit?
so guys,
Will it fit?
will they fit and will it fit.com are
Two
two different
completely
websites.
Very, very different.
Different
Be
results.
very careful in which one you go to. One is for good, specking out wheels and stuff. The rest, I'm not
It's
gonna say.
questionable.
Yeah, Kyle, it's like his on his favorites. He's there every day.
Anyways, underrated Harbor Freight stuff. Just make sure you research because like
Impact
Harbor Freight
sockets?
is a 50-50.
Don't do it.
It's either gonna
Yeah,
work
impacts are
just
bad.
fine and be stupid cheap,
Yeah.
or it's not gonna work worth
I
anything.
do.
You got a whole a bow distractor from there last night.
Yeah, and it didn't work.
You got a what?
But it ended up being a key component to getting the job done. So I can't really fault them.
Yeah, Al was mad.
The what?
The jack stands, the Harbor Freight
Jack stands? No, that has to be a no.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a no,
no,
from me.
I would have to pass on that.
I heard they fixed
Spend the
them,
money.
but
Yeah, they're supposed to fix them like twice. Yeah, no.
Allegedly.
they're just
Allegedly,
cheap
exactly.
everywhere else. So
Go to AutoZone?
when
Well,
you
yeah,
when you have
anywhere?
to when you have to recall something you recalled, that's a pretty strong statement of don't buy anything from Harbor Freight that's going to hold something that could kill you.
Right.
Yeah, good.
that's a safe bet.
Safe bet.
All right.
Yeah, so I think pretty much everybody's falling in line with Trevor.
Dang,
Facebook
90%
is 60%
underrated.
underrated on Facebook and 90% underrated on YouTube.
Heck yes. I love Harbor Freight.
Tell me how you know that you break parts a lot without telling me that you break parts a lot.
I love Harbor Freight.
The Harbor Freight stuff. Anyone that said underrated is the same.
Man,
Gotta say,
lifetime warranty.
I
on a
mean,
guaranteed
you're not
piece
wrong.
of shit.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna move to Ryan next.
Oh no.
And
Cool.
I thought you go to Kyle next. I'm scared.
Yeah,
Nah.
dude. We got Ryan next.
Oh no.
Is it easy for you to change the order?
I mean, I can jump to whatever you want.
Okay, so I'm gonna do Ryan's first one last,
Oh boy.
Okay. So are you inverting this?
completely inverting the list.
Okay.
Last one first, middle stays the same.
Is this
Yeah.
one of those
Yeah.
where we get Ryan to answer it, and then Kyle and I get to like talk crap about it?
Yes,
Oh,
especially
no.
the second one.
Oh god.
So number one for Ryan,
Evidently, these are like the thing that they give me here for. Okay.
Triggered.
Riot Punch.
Ooh. The right, like the
Like the Natty Rush and the Steel Reserve Alloy.
Overrated.
You're wrong.
Ooh.
I'm not wrong.
You're
I'm
so
gonna,
wrong.
I'm gonna say they're underrated simply because and this is something that Al got
They're
me here.
still trashy.
Bang for the
they are
buck, though.
trashy. They are bang for the buck. It is good bang for the buck, and it will
Yeah.
get you fucked really, really, really fast.
And taste good while doing
And
it.
taste good while doing it.
You do not drink more than 2.
Hashtag
Or
go
you
fast,
have,
not broke.
Exactly. Exactly.
Jesus
If
Christ!
you drink more than 2, your stomach will not work right for a week.
yeah, you're gonna have sugar. You're gonna have sugar alcohol ass in the
Yeah.
morning. It's gonna be.
It just makes me think of like, you guys are all probably too young. Al might remember Mad Dog 2020.
Oh,
That's what I'm
man.
I never drank. Yeah, I never. No, I never. But,
That's probably
Was that a TV show or like?
oh
what
my
it-
God.
I don't know.
So to let
I
everyone know,
remember my first beer.
to let everyone know, Trevor's the youngest one at the table, and he just showed us he's the youngest one at the table.
I think
Yeah, he's
Not by
not even
much.
allowed to drink, actually.
Yeah.
Only by like 20 years.
I think I'm the oldest one in here.
You are definitely the oldest one in
How old
here.
are you at?
Younger than you.
Me and Al are the same age, so Al's 32.
Okay, so I'm over a decade
Yeah.
older than.
And then Trevor's like almost
Yeah.
a decade
Yeah.
under us, because Trevor's like 27, 24.
Kyle could pretty much be my dad.
Oh.
We figured that out on the way home from Maggie. It would be a stretch, but it's actually doable.
When was that? We were both up for like 20 hours straight, just
Yeah.
driving, and I was
Oh,
like,
man.
Kyle, you could be my dad.
Yeah, these truly are the best parts of the podcast.
Trevor, that is something Trevor, I can totally see him saying at freaking 2 a.m.
All right, what we get the polls on?
All right. Currently, Facebook is split dead even,
Wow.
50-50.
Oh.
Right.
A lot of people might not know what it is.
It's
pretty
YouTube,
specific.
Once
Like
again,
Mad
is much
Dog.
more clearly.
Facebook is a little
75%
suspect.
Say overrated.
Not gonna lie.
for
If
Riot
you
Fund.
see a fruit-flavored 24-ounce alcoholic beverage for $1.19 at Speedway, it's a Riot Punch. It's just how they work.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Super trashy, pretty good.
Yeah.
Like I will drink them if they're in front of me, but I gotta be careful because it's kind of strong.
Yeah.
For what it is, it's kind of strong.
Yeah, they're 8%.
Yeah, that's
you
that
don't.
slapping in your ass real quick.
Yeah.
Oh God, what's the second
Okay.
one?
Number 2.
The
This
Adam
one's
Project.
my favorite.
Oh no.
Rainbow light up keyboards.
Underrated, 100%. If you say anything different, you are wrong. RGB keyboards are the literal shit.
Oh, I knew your volume was gonna take 2
Yes,
points when I said
100%.
that one.
Because any nerd shit is gonna go up, 100%. Like people say, oh, keyboard light. Yeah, no, I can make my keyboard do whatever the fuck I want it to do and match anything in my fucking room. It's fucking sweet,
I can see the red light just
He
strobing
gets
on my
so
screen.
excited about this.
dude. Nerd stuff, fuck yeah.
Dude, okay, everyone has their thing. I get it. And
Disco
I get such enjoyment out of how passionate you are about the gaming thing.
Oh, dude, nerd
I'm
stuff.
not.
thingy.
I'm not trying to
I
belittle
know-
it.
I know you're
Like,
not,
I
yeah.
love that you're so into it.
It's just,
I can't understand it though.
yeah, it's just like it's just the thing. It's like,
Look at all the gamers in the chat. Look at them go.
there
Oh,
we
my
go, boys.
goodness.
Let's go. Let's go,
I should have
gamers.
seen that coming.
That's right. I'm proud of people.
No
So-
hammock. No.
Yeah.
Right there.
But
with
see,
you, buddy.
no, Al, think of it. It's literally to the same extent of, hey, would you run a freaking Harbor Freight Turbo on your Ion? The
Yes, he
answer is
would.
No, he would not.
Yes, he
If
no,
would.
Harbor
he would
Freight
not.
starts making turbos,
No, he wouldn't. I guarantee he would not.
He would say, "Budget build, bitch.
Oh
I'm doing
my
it."
God,
I have never ran a knockoff turbo.
my man.
You have
My man.
You have some fruit punch on the tip of your nose or whatever that is.
Yes. Yeah. No. See,
Yeah.
that's it. No reps. The supporting stuff. No reps.
That is one item I would never run a rep on.
See, that's what I'm talking about. But yeah, no, RGB keyboards are sweet and they're customizable. Like mine doesn't go all like the Mario Kart.
You wish
Mine-
it did, though.
No, I don't. No,
You wish
yeah,
you did.
No, I don't. No, I don't want that. No, you can make them all do all like the full rainbow all the time. But I have mine.
You can make them make you a sandwich and wipe your ass for you too.
I mean, I wish that
I'm
was-
ordering one tonight off of Amazon.
You legitimately can, but like mine matches my mouse, and they both stay the same colors as well. Like,
Wait, there's
the other
rainbow
ones.
light up mice?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what you're saying
Wait,
is
plural
it can
mice
do
could be
all the
meese,
same shit
too.
as my girlfriend without
Mice
talking
and
back.
Crap. Now we got to go back to last week. Is,
Are we talking moose horsepower
is
or
meese is meese
Oh
multiple?
my God! Can we not?
Is
you're
it
gonna
multiple mooses or multiple mices?
You are going to trigger the zookeeper right now. Holy shit! No, that word doesn't exist.
Okay.
Number 3.
Okay. Number 3.
Hold up. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit! Sorry.
We got to
So,
finish this up.
For RGB keyboards, Facebook 75% say underrated,
Good.
and 71% on YouTube also say.
That's right. Underrated boys. Let's go. Anyway,
got a lot of gamers in there.
once again, call out to anyone who wants to grab some hands of Super Smash Brothers. No one has still come up to step up to the plate. I will give you $50 in-store credit if you can beat me 3 out of 5 games or whatever it is. No one's stepped up to the challenge yet.
Yeah, that's a good bet
Use
because I don't
Samus.
think any of you can beat him.
Bam.
Samus?
I'm not into
the
gaming,
move.
but I've watched him play enough that
Didn't
good
Mikov's
luck.
kid beat you?
No, that was
That
at
was Mario Kart.
That was Mario Kart, and that was also because, and if Matt, you're listening to, Matt has the Wii, the stupid one where you have to do this. I'm like, dude, I need a controller. Like, you give me a controller, and yeah, I will mess
He's got a race seat with the fucking wheel.
Well, no, it's like
I
just
wish.
you just have the Wii remote, and you have to you literally just tilt it.
I get it.
I hate that shit so mad. I thought it was like a controller. Give me a controller, fucking everybody. Up. Let's
So
go.
we still play Wii at my house because my kids
Hate
don't know of anything newer, and I like it that way.
Yep.
And I was like 2 cups away from getting golds on everything, including mirror
Yeah.
mode, and Hudson erased the profile. And I have never wanted to hit a 4-year-old so bad in my life. I didn't lay a finger on him.
Of course.
I didn't even yell at him because I know he had no idea
had no
what
idea.
he did. But I opened the screen and like my heart stopped.
That would literally make me swanton bomb on top rope through a table on some kid. Like you're going down.
Oh, it took
Ryan's
months.
like, I put the people's elbow on my
It
kid
took
last night.
months to get back to that point.
Eric, not on Forza, dog. Not on Forza. I'm talking about I laid out my challenge. And Brawlhalla too. So people play Brawlhalla on stuff. Like I'm down. Like competitive stuff like that.
There's one of the Need for Speed games. You were in the top in the
Most
world too.
Wanted. Y'all want some beef in Need for Speed Most Wanted old school? Yeah, I was on the blacklist worldwide in that game too. So grab a lane.
I'll give credit where it's due. He's one hell of a gamer.
Grab a lane.
If you want some real racing, I'll do some Assetto Corsa if anyone wants to do that.
Oh snap!
Been trying to talk Ryan into that, but he
I mean,
won't
maybe.
set up his freaking steering wheel.
I
that
do
he-
have a steering wheel set up. I
He
just haven't been-
owns and won't put it up.
Just space. But no, seriously, yeah. Again, $50 in
Doesn't
store.
wanna get beat.
All right,
Yo,
we
listen, I
got to
may be a
get
little
moving.
scared.
We're running way over it.
Okay.
Last one for Ryan.
Oh, boy.
And I had to throw this in just because I love it so much, and I know that you're gonna agree with me. Underglow.
Oh, underrated as
So
fuck.
underrated.
Underrated as fuck.
It
Okay.
went through a phase of you couldn't do it just because everyone wanted to hate it.
Yes.
But everyone secretly loved it
Yes.
still.
So okay, I don't care what you can all say, oh, rights to this or rights to that. Underglow is still one of the coolest things you can still do to a car.
There are a lot of cars that have it done wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's just like anything. Like for instance, if your car has a full build, everything's done on it, you can do some very nice underglow to it that'll just it's just a little bit extra. It's a little that's freaking
Yeah.
cool. Like if you have a car that has you have a body kit on it and it's painted 7 different colors. And
If
it's
you
a
have like
shitbox,
a first generation Nissan Altima with tire rack wheels
Yeah.
and an underglow kit, you're
Yeah.
giving it a bad name. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
exactly. But like I say, you have underglow on the slingshot.
I
right?
do.
Yeah,
It's very, very conservative, though.
yeah.
Like,
You have the puddle lights.
I have white only, and I've got puddle lights, and I've got a strip over my intercooler, and that's it.
Yeah, but I have like the full RGB freaking go whatever color I want, and that's just
RGB
awesome.
everything.
Like,
So, true story, real quick.
yeah, go for it.
So, back when I was install bay manager, this was many, many moons ago.
Remember the story?
Ryan had just started working here not too long ago,
Yep.
and his shit box was in the bay, and he brought me this box of parts that he needed on the car, and one of those parts in the box
Was the underglow?
was the underglow.
This is
And
where it
this is
happened to
when
it.
The entire building like fucking poo-pooed the shit out of underglow.
Well, this is when people in this building were like, "Oh no, you only put the one little decal on the side of the car." People were too conservative back then. Like, I'm like, no, put a livery on it. Let's make it freaking cool. Let's put it out there. These guys like window banner.
So he's got this like 52-piece underglow body.
That's right. The same one's on the car now.
Right. And
Like
I,
the exact same physical.
The exact same
Yeah.
one.
It sat on the shelf
No,
for that long.
no,
no, this is where it gets good.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
boy.
I had this underglow kit, and I'm like, I'm not putting this bullshit on.
Yep.
So Brandon, that used to work here, he had this work.
Yeah, like
workbench.
he had a big
the
snap-on
big,
toolbox.
huge, massive.
one.
Like it was 10 yards long.
Yeah.
And on the end of it, he had these 2 big fucking lockers,
Yep.
and we used to call them the East and the West Wing. And I just.
The East and the
West
West
Wing.
Wing.
No, they're big.
It was huge. So I took this box of underglow, and Brandon had this mullet wig at the back of one of them, and I took the underglow and I put it way in the fucking back, and then I covered
the
it up
wig
with
over
the mullet wig.
So Al,
And
go-
it
keep
took
going.
months to put these parts on because there was a lot of them. And Ryan came back and was like, "Hey, I can't find my underglow. Did I even give that to you?" I'm like, "No, man, I ain't never seen it."
Yep. Dude, legitimately. This was from 2016 until 2018. I had no idea where it went.
That underglow
Zero idea.
sat in that
It's sitting
fucking
there. The
toolbox
only reason I have it,
years.
2 years. It's him to 2018. And the only reason I found it is because I went in there looking for something after I was like, is that my fucking underglow right there? I literally yelled from across the room, Kyle, Brandon. And they were like,
Shit, time to go.
yeah. I'm like, motherfuckers. Like I said, no one want to do it, but dude.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh,
I
dude,
can't
but
believe that thing works after sitting for like 6 years.
no, dude. And the thing about this, I got it.
Still brand new.
Yeah, I got it. I got it 2 years before 2016. I got it in a white elephant. I got that thing in a white elephant gift. So my old team in Chicago, Project S, like Larry, Kenny, and this awesome
Wow.
350Z and stuff. Like I won that at a white elephant. Like I stole. It was the last steal for that gift. I was like, I'm getting that fucking underglow.
Wow.
Fucking got that shit. And then like the next year, I moved up to ZZP. And yeah, like I was like, I'm putting this on my fucking car. It's fucking sweet.
And
And I
like,
hit that
nope.
shit.
Hit it for 2 years, and now it just got put on this like last week. So that thing's been sitting for
One of
almost
my
a decade.
finer dick moves.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, no, underglow is
Still
completely.
proud of it.
Still proud of it.
If
to
you don't
this
like,
day.
if you don't like underglow, I'll just say you probably have a boring car and you have no taste. I'll say it.
Yeah.
I'm just
Probably
saying.
got the Rona. You
Yep.
got no taste.
I will say to this
I
day,
lost my taste.
Kyle now has underglow on his slingshot.
I do.
Yep.
I do.
The thing about it is, just think. A set of cars like Al and Zion, Trevor in the Sky, you and your slingshot. All of a sudden, we're going down the highway, freaking fucking red underglow, green underglow, white underglow, orange underglow.
I'm so
You
glad I
can't
didn't
tell
even
me.
have to tell you what color mine
Exactly.
would be.
Yeah.
You can't even tell me that's not freaking sweet. You can't even say because it just be the coolest thing, and people.
I never thought I would have had underglow on any vehicle. That I
No,
would
dude.
drove.
And the thing about
It's
it
just
is,
like driving the Sonic. I never thought I would be driving the
dude,
Sonic.
people.
It's fun as shit.
People will see it and they're like, "Oh my god, that's so cool!" Because all the normal people out there think it's cool, but it's all you uppity people that think, "Oh no, it's not cool. Wings aren't cool, and underglow isn't cool."
Underglow adds 1/2 Mies power.
Yeah.
Don't you ever say me in this house.
True Street Blacklist, because Kyle and I own 2.4s. I will say supercharged. Kyle, what do you say?
Wait, what's the question?
Any 2.4 LE5 tips?
Don't supercharge it.
Boost it. There
Boost
you go.
it. Turbo.
All right, Eric. What's the
Right.
Underglow, Facebook, 73% say underrated.
Facebook? My people.
Good job.
YouTube, 65%.
Okay,
say
so we got an
underrated.
above average underrated.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you people.
No, yeah.
Yep.
yeah,
that's good.
35% of you suck.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Underglow is back, guys. You
Sorry.
gotta
Yeah,
accept
sorry.
it.
Hey, Whittleson, you know how it gets accept your LSJ? Put red underglow on that thing. That thing be bitching. See?
You're not wrong.
See?
fired.
Whittleson? See?
Yeah.
Put some red underglow on that thing.
I mean, he's already not willing to get it to weigh less, so you might as well add a little weight.
There you go. Fucking
Right.
A. Put a little underglow
But
thing on
it's
there.
funny that we ended Ryan's section talking about Kyle being a dick, and now he has the opportunity when we get to his final question
To be a bigger dick.
to not be a dick.
Oh, to not be a dick. Oh, yeah, that's not going to work.
We'll
Alright.
see.
All right, Kyle. Yeah, let's go.
All right, number one
On to Kyle.
for Kilo Dewey.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't say that on accident. Nightclubs. There's so many things going through his head right now.
You could go so many different directions.
I
with this.
know.
I know.
So fucking underrated.
I was disappointed. in that.
Even as a 43-year-old male. So fucking underrated.
This just gets sadder as he continues.
Here's the thing though, like I had a completely different experience than most people. I've run nightclubs.
Yeah, it's different.
And like, but in all honesty, like it does get to a point where you go from being like cool fucking nightclub manager to creepy old guy in the nightclub.
Yep.
And
it's definitely probably a short career.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you know, unfortunate circumstances led me to not merging into that creepy old guy in the nightclub.
No, that's fortunate.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, fair
in,
enough.
in a certain
Oh,
way.
yeah. No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
But in my experience, nightclubs are severely fucking underrated.
Now, see, the only time, again, I realize this, I'm a very group-oriented person. If I go somewhere with a group of friends, stuff like that, everything's fun. But like going to the nightclub and any sort of bar by yourself, fucking sucks. Because everyone there is all drunk, and then you get
Unless you run that motherfucker.
some shit.
That's true. He called the shots.
That's true.
Shot
true.
caller.
The nightclub we went to when I was in Shanghai, I loved it except for it being so obnoxiously loud because I already have
Yeah.
bad hearing, and it was like
Speaking of which,
I was talking to people through text messages.
the next time you go, I told you what to bring back.
Could you guys?
You know what to bring
imagine-
back for me.
I don't think you can fly back people.
Yeah, you can. Just very carefully.
Could you
If
guys
it's a
imagine
contortionist,
a
maybe.
nightclub ran by Al or Ryan? I know Ryan's would be playing like Initial D soundtracks.
Fucking A. No. Okay.
See,
I already have a plan. I already have this plan because it's
Nightclub ran by Al is called Kegger.
The hillbilly back.
They
40.
already make those.
Yeah.
It's called the back 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A nightclub ran by me is going to be the nerdiest shit you have ever seen. Like, hey, if you have a cool modified car, you get to park up front. And if we go out there and see your car's a shit box, you get to fucking move it. Number one. Number two, it's going to be like a lot of arcades and video games and that shit, too. And it's going to be lights and RGB shit everywhere. And then, oh, yeah.
I'd go. I'll be honest.
See? Bam. Eric, my man.
Yeah, I probably would go.
Bam.
check it
There
out.
you go. We hang out.
Right,
We
what do we get on the
Al's
polls?
nightclub with mooses on the wall.
Heck yeah! It's Meese. Get it right.
You shut your mouth. Stop.
The electric meese.
Powered by me.
Oh, my God.
Nightclubs on Facebook. The crew says 83% overrated.
Dang.
Nightclubs on YouTube
because you all go to
said
shitty nightclubs.
85% overrated.
Dang.
Wow.
Hey, man,
It says overrated.
I'm agreeing with all of us indoor car nerd jerk people and stuff.
I'm kind of surprised.
No, I'm not. All right, next
All
one.
right, fine. Number 2 for Kyle.
Oh, my God.
You two prepare yourself,
Are we going to fight?
because you're gonna get to add a lot to this.
Oh, here we go.
Hair gel.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
That doesn't sound like an answer
That's
to me.
not a good
This is
start.
the perfect answer. I don't fucking care because my hair is so fucking beautiful and amazing. I don't have to use it.
Okay,
most
I
of the
listen,
time.
knew where this was going.
All right, listen here, Fonzie. You know, fucking
I
slick
mean,
back.
This shit's just fucking natural. This is towel dried from my shower this morning.
Oh my God.
Do you put gel on the towel?
It's pre-gelled.
Everybody has their own way of applying. Don't fucking.
Oh my God.
No, I mean, I don't use a ton of hair gel because my hair is awesome. But like, honestly, I think
Because my hair is awesome.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, but if we're gonna dig into it, I think hair gel sucks because gel is shitty. If you're gonna use something to like put into your hair, you need to use like a pomade or like a texturing paste.
I knew he was gonna say pomade.
But
Yeah.
pomade is
Overrated to me. I really
I
don't
mean-
use that much. I try to keep my hair short. Like I have a hair
Yeah.
appointment today.
Yeah.
Dude,
Only
no,
natural.
I just wash it a shit ton now.
It's salt water for me.
Huh?
Salt water, put a little sand in there, get that beachy look.
All right, Trevor.
Yeah,
Trevor,
that's
Trevor,
about how it looks.
Trevor, hat off, hair down right
He's
now.
like,
Show the people.
he's like, I wash my hair once a month, whether it needs it or not.
I can't knock him because Kyle and I are like the hair guys here.
Yeah, these are the
Yeah.
two that have the hair. Like I have a hair
You
appointment
guys
today.
probably didn't even know. He
Dude,
always has it all tucked up.
Dude, Trevor, guys. Okay, when I first started, I was so upset. Trevor had hair like down to his like freaking waist. Like it was always in like the big like Rasta bun thing, and I
Oh,
was
I
like,
didn't know him back then.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
like it was super long.
When he showed up, I was like, another fucking man bun.
Yeah. Like, so he had something. I'm like, Trevor, you're a rock star. I'm gonna be in the band. So the next day, I did the Mr. T Zangief freaking mohawk shave freaking thing, and he had cut it off the next day. I was so upset. I'm like, I literally did this.
This
I
was
literally-
like, what, 3 weeks into working here?
no,
or
it was like
something?
2. It was like right away.
Salty.
I was so salty.
If you don't know, I grow my hair out, I donate it, I cut it off, do the same thing.
I should have donated my hair when I cut it off.
Yeah.
I should have done that before it started thinning.
Haircuts are car
well.
part money, so
All I'm,
Don't
They're
get
not going to
haircuts.
get much in the donation.
all I'm
now.
saying is, unless you nair bath yourself, you ain't gonna donate
Oh, yeah,
shit.
can you donate body hair?
Blech.
Do they make like fake
No,
beards?
get out of here, gross.
I just got the mouth sweats.
All right, what are the people say?
Facebook currently is split solid 50-50.
Okay,
Ooh,
fair enough.
okay.
Wow.
I got some good hair
YouTube.
peeps out in Facebook land.
73% say overrated.
Good job, YouTube.
Yeah,
You guys
fair
all
enough.
got shitty hair.
I
Fuck
will
you.
say,
Good job,
I
YouTube.
personally am on team fiber cream.
There you
Fiber
go. I'm on board with that
Shit's
too.
what?
It
What
does-
is fiber
it-
cream?
I don't know any of
It
this shit.
sets
This is
your
white
hair
people
in
shit.
whatever position you want without getting like the sheen.
Yeah.
You know, you don't
Wheat
get the slick
thins
look.
in your hair?
Wheat.
I use
You got to blend them up first.
What the guys? Yeah, I love you guys, but this is all white people shit.
I
This
have-
is
I
amazing.
have daily cream of wheat baths.
Oh, man.
I used to have that every day for breakfast, like when I was in a nice. Yeah, cream of wheat's great. I miss it.
Okay. Last one for Kyle. Put some thought into this one.
I feel like this.
What
is
is
gonna
it?
be
What is it?
unfair.
Hold on. Merkin, Al.
What?
A Merkin
What's a merkin?
Oh my God, you don't know what a merkin is?
Nah.
All right, boys. A merkin is a wig for your pubes, a pube wig. There's
Who has a shortage of pubes?
Not Al.
people.
That's a thing.
Yeah, dude, look at merkin. It's like, dude, there are pubic wigs out there. Dog.
I will say this: Ryan gets into some weird fucking Reddit
Dude,
shit.
I've gone deep in the hole of Reddit, and before one of my college things,
Who has a shortage of pubes?
dude, there are people.
People prefer none.
I mean,
No, dude.
And other people are adding.
there
What-
are people that are allergic to their own hair, and you need to be sensitive to that.
Oh,
Shut up.
so sir, you watch Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah.
So sorry, any spoilers coming around, but remember when she was walking through the street naked?
Yeah.
That was a merkin on her. That was a merkin.
Ah.
So I mean, they use them for stuff like that too.
What
Okay.
animal is it from?
I am so upset with you right now. Many times, boars and other things like that. So, but
I
Many
knew
times.
he could answer my question.
But-
Oh my.
but for all you don't know, obviously I have a lot of weird animal facts and stuff.
Oh man.
Don't start messing me with weird animal questions,
I
especially.
almost choked on my own tongue.
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, some of my chats know. I get. No, someone sent me a random fact about like animal reproductive systems last night. I was like 1 a.m. like, hey, how big is blank? I'm like, no, I'm not answering this right now. It's
Go away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay.
Moving
Okay.
on. Sorry.
The last one for Kyle is.
We gotta start thinking of something for L.
Oh yeah. Good luck.
Oh man, I can't think of shit for Al right now.
You gotta start thinking of it.
Slingshots.
Just slingshots?
He has to. There's an answer he has to say.
Nah, he doesn't have to.
Yes, he does.
This is why I said I'm giving him a chance to do the right thing. I have my own answer that I'll add after he does.
You know, it's getting late.
Oh, there we go.
I've got a dinner date that I have to be to.
McDonald's.
I will say underrated.
I believe that the slingshot itself is underrated. My personal opinion, I'm sorry if I offend you, is that the group of mods that the slingshot community tends to congregate to is overrated.
The knick-knack mods. I'll say it.
Yeah.
Knick-knacks.
The slingshot in and of itself, I would give it an underrated.
Yeah, I think the slingshot is underrated.
Look at Ryan. He wants
He is
something.
biting his lips so hard.
Ryan hates the slingshots.
You can't speak for me. I have not
Am
said
I wrong?
anything. I have
Am
not
I wrong?
said. I have not
That's a
said
yes or no
anything.
question. Am I
I have
wrong?
not said anything.
They're
Am I wrong?
underrated because there's so much plastic that they burn well.
I'm crying. I can't breathe.
Jesus H.
You have to answer. It's in the rules.
I'm gonna, you know,
There's no fence riding unless you're into that.
I'm gonna say it's underrated. You know, I agree with Al. I think there's a big knick-knack market, which, you know, me personally, I'm not into. But you know, there's a market for all that shit. But I think in terms of
Hey, slingshot guys do underglow real
I
nice.
give him the underrated because of the amount of potential that's there when done. My opinion of what is the right way.
Right.
An example of that would be Dan's slingshot.
Dan
He
slingshot is
doesn't have a lot of dunes on it. He has a quad kit. He has a turbo that can make some good power.
Yep.
And when I've driven that thing, holy crap, it's fun.
there on the way back from Tuner Evo. We saw one that had like the Tron lighting. Basically, it was in like right over Indiana.
Yes.
He
That-
he has all the edges and stuff. I'm like, it looks kind of
Yeah.
cool. Okay, Ryan's underrated, overrated. I hate the slingshot in 3-wheel form. I think it is useless. It is unaerodynamic and it's stupid.
But
when it's in
we've-
4-wheel mode, I think it is a very cool idea of a car.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like if obviously it makes it a car at that point. So
But you have to admit we've accomplished a lot of shit with
100%.
That's true.
And that's the thing about, again, you know I support you. You're
Yeah.
here, so I mean I support it. It's just I think the design of the slingshot is really silly. Like
Yeah.
especially if you're trying to put power to it. But once you have a 4-wheel kit on there, there's nothing to hate on that thing.
Well, here's a fun fact for you. When Kyle and I went to the first slingshot homecoming that we went to, and we took a tour from the factory, the guy basically told us that the way the slingshot happened was a couple dudes that worked at Polaris just built one in their
the
garage.
garage.
Really?
Yeah.
And then they took it to work and they're like, hey, make this. And they're like, no,
But
okay.
Something I legitimately will give the slingshots is they have mass appeal. For
They
some
do.
reason, for whatever, no matter where you go, like when we went to Chicago, we saw multiple slingshots.
Yep.
Wow.
You will always see slingshots. It's a motorcycle, so it's a little toy car for people, so they can spend the money on it.
Yeah,
And
big
then
cities, they're everywhere.
they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Like at on Taylor Dragon, you can rent them.
Yep.
You know, like it's
Oh.
like
Yeah.
you can literally rent.
didn't even know that.
Yeah, they have it's a specific slingshot rental.
Their
Like,
rentals everywhere are huge.
like
Yeah.
the,
Huh.
it is, and like when we were taking a customer's car to him, I was driving behind Bo, and I forget what car, I think we're on the Sonics or something, and then he was driving the slingshot. Every stoplight, people were looking at him. Some crazy lady was like, "Hey, I like your car, boo!" Like literally said that to Bo. Like she was all over him. And my kid, like when I bring my kid to the shop, he goes right to Kyle Slingshot. Loves that thing.
I'm gonna. I have to interject here real quick. I'm sorry. No Hammock. He says 4-wheel slingshot is a poor man's BAC mono. Now, some of you may not know what the BAC mono is. They are sweet. Don't bother emailing me with any questions anymore.
You are cut off.
Cut off.
Done. Lose my email.
But you know, dude, slingshots, they're just, I cannot deny their mass appeal. People love them, and the community loves them, and they go strong for them. Like, I cannot deny them. I think for making power, it's a little weird. Because, like, what how much do they weigh?
2K with my fat ass in it for fuel.
So, a 2K,
Yeah.
full weight car
Yeah.
and stuff, like, if that was any car, like an aerodynamic car, you chop like 160, 165. Easy.
Yeah.
It's very aerodynamically challenged.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
the problem with it.
And once that thing hits like $140, $145, I mean, like that speedometer wraps around real quick.
Oh, yeah.
And then you hit like 140, 145, and it's like,
Yeah, because it just, like,
I'm trying.
but, like, yeah. Other than that, can't deny it.
Hold on. I can't ignore this. Noah Hammock said CrossFit for me.
Ooh.
It is possibly one of the most overrated things on earth.
them's
I
fighting words.
hate it so much. I am a power lifter, which a lot of people hate powerlifting. But at least I don't pretend that my sport is something that it's not. Okay? CrossFit took Olympic lifts, which are single, you do one rep for as much weight as you can, and they're like, hey, let's do less weight for infinity reps on one of the most technically challenging lifts known to man. And if you get hurt, sorry, you probably did it wrong. No, you're doing a one rep technical lift for sets of infinity, and you're an idiot for doing it.
Yep, he's tricked. Yep, triggered.
I'm stopping there because I'm done.
One thing, super quick. Also, Slingshot guys spend a lot of money on their stuff, like the paint jobs
Oh,
and
yeah, they do.
airbrushes, and like, dude,
Endless.
they are like the lowrider dudes. What's cool is it's a toy car; it's not a good daily, so
Right.
they have to, like, you can have that disposable funds. But dude, the murals and themes that these dudes have, they are everywhere.
The wraps,
The wraps.
the stereo systems are
Nuts.
bonkers.
Nuts. Shaq's big black ass has one of those things. Two of them. Nuts.
Maybe we should make a trip to Woodward sometime.
We should.
That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
I've always wanted to cruise Woodward, never have.
I always thought like Detroit was kind of far, but
It's really only
to
2.5.
drive in the slingshot.
All
not
right,
race
what
it,
did we
but
get on the polls?
After,
All right,
after
Slingshot's
driving home from Maggie.
Facebook, 86% say underrated.
Wow.
And Slingshot's YouTube, 64%
Nice.
say underrated.
Wow.
as well.
That kinda
I'm-
surprises me.
That actually surprises me a little bit.
Yep.
I'm impressed, though.
Yeah.
I like them in the sense of a rental car. Like, every time Kate and I have gone on vacation, I've been like, Kate, we should fucking rent a Slingshot. It'd be
Yeah.
so much fun.
My thing is, why? I know why they did it, but it's classified as a bike. It's not a bike. And when Slingshot dudes call their shit bikes, I gotta go take my bike out. No, it's not a bike. It's a fucking Slingshot.
Call it a tricycle.
Yes, it's a fucking tricycle. Like, god dang it.
All right, anyways, we got to throw this back at Al.
All right.
I'm going to start off with the first one. Ryan, you start thinking of the second one.
No.
And Kyle, you got third?
Dibs on being last. Dibs on last. I'm last.
You got
I'll
second?
take two.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck
You got the last
I'm
one?
gonna say,
I'm the last one.
All right, I'll start at this off. Al, underrated, overrated? Extractor bits.
Oh, man. You put me on the spot here.
Okay. Jesus.
But the rules are you can't ride the fence. I'm definitely going to say underrated, even though they failed at the job they were meant to do. Like, literally
But you also
one
bought
job.
Harbor Freight ones.
Yes, but I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm going to defend the Harbor Freight extractor bits here.
Oh boy,
It was actually
break.
they didn't.
they didn't,
It just
and they were intended for like countersunk screws, like Phillips screws that are screwed out. But that was the only extractor bits they had there. So can't really fault them for sucking at a job they weren't meant to do. I mean, whatever. Yeah, they're definitely underrated. Even though they failed miserably, they accidentally led me to the path of finally reaming out the hole large enough that I could hammer a T40 into it, which Torx Bics are the best extractors, in case you didn't know.
Huh?
And so, yeah, they did their job. So,
Okay.
in a very not the way they were intended way. So I'll still give them an underrated.
Yeah, you
Alright.
got a 5-pound sledge and a Torx bit.
You can get anything out.
Good to
Run
go.
that bitch home.
All right, Kyle.
What do you got? We lost Eric, so there's no poll. I'm sorry.
Just say in the chat what you think.
Sweet potatoes.
Oh yeah, most overrated potato on earth.
What do you mean? Sweet potatoes are better than regular potatoes?
If I talk about eating potatoes and your first thought is sweet potatoes, you're an asshole.
All right,
they like-
so you're saying overrated?
Absolutely overrated.
Listen
Even
here.
in French fry form?
Even in French fry
Dude, they're
form.
so much better than normal French fries. Are you on
Sweet
crack?
potatoes are bullshit.
You're bullshit.
No, they like pretend they're sweet, and then you keep eating them like, but this isn't really that
I
sweet.
had no idea I would get
Oh, no. This is
And
great.
then the sweet potato in your mouth is like, no, trust me, I'm sweet. You
Listen-
like me.
listen
No,
here.
this is gross.
No,
Get out.
listen here, Gunther. Let me for number one.
Hey, this is my game.
You're right. Listen, sweet potatoes are vastly better than normal potatoes. You get some bland shit you got to add a bunch of shit to. You
There
can-
has never been a topic I
Oh
wanted
my-
to fight you more about in my
Fucking-
life.
Bring the chair over here, bitch.
Sweet potatoes are an abomination.
They are the best thing
No,
ever.
they're gross.
They are
nothing, Kyle.
The only way you eat sweet potatoes is with like 4 pounds of butter and brown sugar on it.
wrong. You
What
can
about
just-
with Buffalo Ranch?
No, that's worse.
I thought I would have got him on that one.
No, you can't take something that's as amazing as Buffalo Ranch and fuck it up with sweet potatoes.
other way around,
Other
homeboy?
way around.
No,
Other
you've
way around.
seen me eat. It's not the other way
Oh,
around.
dude, sweet potatoes are vastly better than normal potatoes. I'll say it. Vastly better. No,
No.
ifs, ands, or buts about it.
No, they're not.
This is, oh my God.
We got a lot of overrated in the chats.
You
Not
better
gonna lie.
hope so.
You guys are wrong.
Sweet
They're under-
potatoes are gross, and they should not be called
The
potatoes.
Adam Project. Sweet potatoes aren't even potatoes.
Exactly.
They are.
They're
Potatoes are awesome.
charlatans.
Just
You,
be-
sir, can walk into
listen
traffic.
here. You, just because you can't get in the club, you can't talk about the good people in the club being better than you and shit. Okay, that's what it is.
They're not better.
They're better.
No, they're
Yes.
bad.
No,
they
you're
just wear
bad.
wigs.
Listen here, Gunther.
They're like,
you're
oh,
bad.
look at me. I'm a potato, but I'm sweet. No,
Oh
you
my
taste like
God.
garbage.
Yeah. See, Will Brown over there in that chat. That's right. Yeah.
Yep.
Fine,
that's
you,
right.
I agree
you're
with Will
entitled to
Brown.
being wrong. Whatever.
did-
Ryan, what? Ryan, you go. I'm not talking about sweet potatoes anymore.
Hey, good job,
That was
guys.
a good one, right?
Yeah.
I had no idea I was going to get that good of a
L's
response.
Yeah,
not
he
gonna
took a
sleep
whole
tonight.
drink and everything.
Bullshit.
L's so upset he's literally not gonna sleep.
The only one that I know I know his answer already, but I just want to fight with him about it because he has awful taste. All right, Al. Third gen Camaros.
Oh, come on.
Third gen fucking Camaros.
This isn't even the game.
No, it's the game.
They are so underrated.
Why are they underrated? They're shit boxes. There is not a
IROC?
cool
No,
IROC
no.
out there.
IROC Z livery installed from the factory.
Yes.
Come on.
Your mullet is literally showing right now.
Yes,
homeboy.
and I'm proud of it.
No, there's nothing
Like,
to be proud
Trevor,
of.
donate the top and just let it grow.
If a third gen Camaro is the trashiest Camaro, even if they're fast, they're still a trashy Camaro.
Look at that
There's
chat.
nothing even cool. Underrated.
Underrated. You are my people.
Yeah.
So sexy.
Though all those people have awful taste just like you do.
No, you are so wrong.
Dude, the only thing you do with a third gen Camaro is trash it and get any other gen Camaro. I would take a heavy, ugly fifth gen over
What?
a fucking third
You
gen.
take a first half, fourth gen?
Yeah, no, yes.
What?
No,
You said no.
No, you're right. Okay, I wouldn't. They're both equally
are
as
not
bad.
the worst
They are-
Camaro.
No, it is a first half fourth gen is better than the third gen. All
No,
third
it's
gens.
not.
Yeah, it is.
Nobody
100%.
likes first half, fourth gen.
Yeah, no
one does.
No one tastes like third gens.
Lots
no
of
one.
people with taste.
No one, because it looks like you grow a mullet and they're always all multiple freaking colors and they all suck.
Tell me you don't like chicken tenders and Buffalo Ranch without telling me you don't like chicken tenders and Buffalo Ranch.
I mean, I like chicken tenders and Buffalo Ranch, but guess what? That's like a late 4th gen right there, boy.
No, he's
Oh,
not.
dude, 3rd gen is trash.
Oh,
I haven't
super
seen a
trash.
single overrated in the chat.
Yeah.
dude.
Eric, what are the results?
83% say
I'm
underrated.
disappointed.
That's
I am
right.
disappointed in all the chat
Now,
right now.
the only caveat I will give you is most 3rd gens.
All 3rd gens.
Let me finish. Most 3rd gens in whatever year we're in now, it's all a blur,
2021.
are trashed.
Yes, all of them.
So finding a clean one is very hard. But you give me a Texas 3rd gen,
I'll lie
there
to
is nothing more underrated than a clean 3rd
What
gen.
I'll do is I'll help you by shoving it off a cliff for you. Because that's the only use for those things.
The first mod is a gasoline-soaked rag in a match.
All I'm saying, Al,
You were conceived in a 3800.
I was not
Shut up.
conceived in a 3800.
Yeah,
or-
you were.
No, the joke is a G-body.
The G-body.
Yeah, the joke was a G-body. Either neither of those never happened. But anyway.
You don't know that.
Oh, I do know that enough. Listen, Al. If you take a 3rd gen and you do anything you want to it, it is not cool. IROCs suck. They're just, oh, look at this, and they're still slow
I
as
have
piss.
never wanted to flip a table so hard in my life.
Yes, they suck.
No,
they're
they
terrible.
don't. The people have spoken.
They
you
suck
are
too.
wrong.
No, just because they suck doesn't mean
Really?
that it's
You're going to trash all of our customers right now?
Oh,
We're
that's,
up to
that's what you're
yeah,
saying?
I don't make the
6%.
rules,
Oh,
Ryan. I just follow them.
Oh,
4.8
okay.
in a glide.
Oh my God.
Yes. Clean Texas
Chat.
3rd gen, 4.8 in a glide, 7K stall. Send that bitch to 9. Spray it on the top end.
Chat. We're not friends. If you guys are agreeing that 3rd gens are cool, you have no taste.
Moonshot nitrous.
Oh my
Moonshot.
God.
Heck yeah.
All right,
Why is
everyone.
that-
At a 200,000 mile 5.3, it'll take a moonshot.
We got to get out of here.
Yeah.
What's everyone doing this weekend? Start with Al.
I'm putting a cage in the Ion.
Woo! That thing's running.
Starting on. It did. It
is.
moved under its own power 2
Ion-
days ago.
The Ion is running. I personally videoed it.
It's not running terrifically. It's still on
It
the
moves.
auto-generated Fuel Tech base map, which
It
was
moves.
way closer than I thought it would be. But
Will Brown's and Cupcake Man. Listen, Will. If you like 3rd gens and don't like sweet potatoes, we'll fight all day.
Will Brown, you lost a lot of friendship from me with the sweet potato comment, but you
right.
brought yourself back pretty hard. So if you need some backup kicking his ass, just let me know.
Listen
All
here.
right, Kyle. What are you doing this weekend?
I am late for my girlfriend's mom's birthday dinner.
You need
so
to go.
I'm gonna be.
Get
Go,
out of there.
go right
We're
now.
wrapping up.
What have we
And
done?
then I'm taking Nixon out to Meyer Gardens. God, I said all like 4
Oh,
times.
that's
there.
super
Yeah,
cool.
you made it so far.
So far.
Right at the finish line.
You know we're gonna take that clip and put it on loop and put it on TikTok.
I know. So.
Meyer Gardens is sweet.
No, we're going to Meyer Gardens.
Think
He
of
loves
some
that place. We're gonna
dubstep song that
mob
we
up.
can overdub his us
what are you doing?
to.
I am, after I leave here, starting a week-long vacation.
Woo!
Heading up to the Great White North, going up to the UP.
Get the fuck out.
Michigan
Whereabouts
too.
For a weekend. My girlfriend, or
I've always wanted
my
to go
wife,
to. Always wanted to go to.
I'm
East.
Never
telling.
been.
I'm
What?
telling.
Past the
sleeping on the
bridge.
Does your
couch
wife
tonight.
know that you're bringing your girlfriend?
Wow.
Don't tell my wife.
What
my
part?
girlfriend's
What part of the UP?
Just St. Ignace.
Okay.
We're just gonna do the touristy shit like Mackinac and all
Sweet.
that stuff. So we're gonna
Watch
take
out
the
for those
ferry over,
Yoopers. They're
drive down to
crazy.
Traverse City
If
for a
anyone
few
from Wisconsin
days.
wants to buy the UP, I'll
it.
sell it to you for $5. You can call it East Wisconsin. 'Cause
20
that's a
bucks.
much more appropriate name.
Useless Wisconsin.
I mean, to be fair, there's like nothing up there. So if you want
Nah.
to go drive fast, that's a good place.
When I went to college at Trine, there was a lot of people there from the UP, and a creepy number of people who didn't know each other told me, hey, haha, if you ever need to hide a body, go to the UP.
That's creepy.
And when the fourth person that weren't connected said that, I was like,
I'm not going there.
I'm leaving now.
Yeah. However, I will say that we do all need to do a color run. Like the color run is
Yes.
the like the fall when the trees are
Yeah.
supposed to have really nice roads up there. That's the only reason for that place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I can do it this
That's
year.
true.
Ryan, what are you
In
doing?
closed cockpit.
You said.
Well, number one, I have to. I'm gonna be coming back to lock up for Al tonight. That's number one.
That's every night.
That's pretty much every night. But that's my contribution to his build and helping him.
He's done a lot of work
Yeah.
with this build.
Yeah. So that Dungeons and Dragons is
Well, duh.
Saturday night. That's my thing I look forward to. It's amazing. Sunday night is my other tabletop RPG game. And then I don't really have too much planned this weekend. My girlfriend's aunt from Oklahoma is in town. Aunt and uncle. No, Texas. They're from Texas. So they're going to be staying with us. I'm going to try to stay out of the way and hopefully not get yelled at and eat food because they cooked banana pudding. It was really super
I
good.
have an extra bedroom if you need it.
I'm trying to hide in my man cave and then just lock
Yeah,
the door.
because he's got the rainbow light up keyboard in there.
He's right. Again, $50 in-store credit to anyone who can beat me in Smash Bros. We'll play like 50 games. I don't care. You beat me in a 2 out of 3 and let's fucking go. You can hit us up on the Discord and $50 in-store credit. I will make sure you have it if you can successfully beat me 1-on-1. You know what? I may even take people 2-on-1 for that. Maybe.
I've tried. It's not easy.
I've taken Trevor and his girlfriend and 2 of them 3-on-1 and I've still won.
That's what she said.
Yep.
Who lets you out of the house today?
They shouldn't have.
No kidding.
So, but yeah.
Fucking 47 going on 18.
Anyways, Eric, what you doing? Let's wrap this thing up.
You already said. You forget the whole thing he was talking about?
We're down to you.
All right. Me?
He's going to the UP.
You're an asshole. He's like sitting here not even paying attention.
Yeah, like,
I'm just trying to close up this thing. We're way over time,
Telling
guys.
you our life story, and you're just spaced out.
I'm working on the sky. I got some little
You gonna be here tomorrow?
loose ends
I'll
to
be
wrap
here
up.
all day.
Yeah, I'll
That's
be
code
here.
for can you open up and lock up for me?
Nah, Alex is coming in because he's helped me with the cage.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. Anyways,
Thanks for tuning in.
We went way over today, but that was one of the most fun ones we've had recently.
let us know what you want to hear next week.
they had a project. It is literally ZZPerformance. That is the ZZPerformance Discord. There's one. We have
Yep.
it linked in there. It says ZZPerformance. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, ZZPerformance Discord. Ryan and I are in there all the time.
Yep.
So, yep. Thanks, guys. See you next week. Every Friday. Tune
See
in.
ya.
So
Y'all know who it is.
have a good
Ryan
weekend.
D at ZZP.
Oh, here we go.
That's right.
Fucking